everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I don't know if this is real, but thanks for the $10 Sound Horizons. Could you shout out to my friend Nick Gurr? Okay. You got me. He's a huge fan of yours since the Stern days. Nicholas Gurr. Yeah.
Elsa drunk, right? How do I get this?
Here, you have a caller. Here.
Who's this? Hi.
Here. Hey, caller. This call is for Ayala.
Hi.
So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
When you say my name again, I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers!
Here.
Oh, Nick.
I'm good. It's cold. It's cold.
So I have a hibachi story.
Like I disrupted your stream.
I went to hibachi once.
Oh, a puppy!
They just peed? Are you in the dog? Don't go in the dog.
Another dog.
Oh, the dog love me!
Uh-oh.
The dog love me! The dog love me.
Pee on you?
I'm not on their level.
Did the dog pee on you?
It peed in my general direction. He was like, I'm so happy to see you! Ah!
Oh my god.
He's like,
oh my god.
I'm so glad you're wearing underwear.
Yeah. The little dog pee puddle is right here. He's like,
no.
Ah!
Don't touch it, Chrissie. Get away from it, Chrissie.
No.
No! Chrissie! Chrissie, go find Frank.
No.
Chrissie, find Frank. Chrissie.
No! Why?
Someone had dressed me in like this like anime girl like cow outfit, and it was like the tiny bikini and everything like that, and I thought it was funny, so I sent it to Carl, and then people just kept drawing like fan art of me in that. I got a cum tribute from it too. I was so proud.
Cum tribute?
Yeah, where they like come on your picture and they like send it to you.
What? People are doing that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Has anyone in the chat? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Oh my god!
Me so honey. Me love you long time.
Why don't you make content? Why don't you make crazy things like Andy Kaufman? Why don't you make something?
I am trying. I try to make something.
You know, why don't you make something? You're like, why don't you create something? I don't know, make something.
Like what? What do you want me to do?
Like a creation, like a fucking like episode, like something funny.
I thought I was funny.
No, you're not.
I'm not funny?
No.
At all?
No.
I'm not fucking.
No. You're not fucking funny.
I'm not funny. I thought I was. A lot of people think I'm funny, Ayala.
You're not funny.
Oh my god, what the
fucking bullshit. You're not fucking funny.
All right, just stop. Just stop. Everybody stop.
Hello, it is Sunday, January 8th, 2023. I don't feel comfortable saying 2023 yet. I'm going to keep saying it until I feel comfortable. It looks like a very futuristic year to me. I can't believe we've made it this far. Welcome to SimpCast. We have an A+ all-star lineup of gals for you to simp to tonight. And of course, we will simp for you, the live studio audience. But before I bring them in, I got a couple of stand-up dates I want to let you guys know about. If you live in the upstate New York area, specifically Rochester, boy, are you in luck, because at the beginning of February, I will be in town for the DabbleCon, February 3rd and 4th. There will be a stand-up show, live podcast tapings, a VIP meet and greet, and the Dabby Awards. This will all be part of DabbleCon. If you're a fan of the Stuttering John universe, that's, I guess, myself, Anthony Cumia, Carl Hamburger, who else? Shuli, Bob Levy, Compound Media peeps. Come check it out. Tickets are on sale. And, of course, San Diego. So excited to headline in San Diego at the end of February. Friday the 24th and Saturday the 25th of February, I'll be headlining the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. Get your tickets now. They are flying. I'm very excited to be in some warm weather. And before I bring in my lovely panel, maybe I should do this in Irish. Shout out to Flagrant Triggers. They are my favorite anti-woke t-shirt provider. You can get the Rootin' for Putin shirt. You sound vaccinated. SimpCast, Mayr, Frostbite, Make America Great Again. Please, somebody buy a filing cabinet shirt, for Christ's sakes. $27 includes shipping. These shirts are super soft. Also, Flagrant Triggers is the home of X-Ray Girls shirts and Lila Hearts shirts. So check out the merch on flagranttriggers.com. We appreciate them oh so much. They are truly free speech advocates. They won't cancel any of your designs if they're not PC, so to speak. I'm looking at you, TeePublic. Anyway, flagranttriggers.com. They're the best. Appreciate them. All right. Whoa! Are you guys ready? If this was a live crowd, I would be like, you gotta do better than that. Let's hear some noise. Let's make some noise. This is where if I had like a soundboard, it'd be like, ah, but you'll just have to imagine that. Tuggs, Candice Horbacz, Melonie Mac, Arielle Scarcella, Ashton Birdie. Yay! Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Do we like this or do we like this?
I like that.
Okay.
You can see
That's
that's my wrinkles.
Oh, stop it. Everyone looks great. I feel naked without my Christmas decorations. I had to take them down. I was like, I'm embarrassed to still have them up at this point. So I
was so sad taking mine down yesterday.
Yeah, I wish we had this enthusiasm for decorations for, say, I don't know, January 6th or Valentine's Day or any of the other holidays.
I like how January 6th is now a holiday, but it's only for half of the country.
Yeah,
I know. People were wishing me happy January 6th.
I was going to say what side of the country, because the other side might celebrate it too for a different reason.
I've heard people were calling it Jan-teenth.
Oh man!
I hope it's dicks.
I have Juneteenth off
That's
now.
hilarious.
So that's weird.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that they're gonna have Juneteenth off this year. It's gonna be a Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's always gonna be a Monday. No, that's not how calendars
No,
work.
it's whatever it is. Last year, we got it approved last year for my job, and I was like, it was the fastest my job has ever approved anything ever.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, we've been trying to get like 4 10s instead of working 8s. No, dragging their feet. That took them a year to approve. But Juneteenth being a holiday on the calendar and us all getting it off was approved in like 2 weeks. Tell you
Who's
what.
gonna say no to an extra vacation day, particularly during the
Not
summer?
me. In the middle of June? Heck yeah, give me that break. I'll take
Somebody in the chat said January is officially Patriot Month because of Jan 16th. What did they say? Jan 16th?
Jan-teenth?
Jan-teenth?
Jan-teenth? I like Juneteenth. I was pitching the idea of conspiracy theory Pride Month for January.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I like that.
Tuggs, does your mug and your shirt match perfectly? What's happening here?
I did not do that on purpose, but I guess I do.
Oh, this whole thing?
This old mug? Yeah, it's an old, really old Starbucks coffee mug that's like
Oh, wow.
years old that I found in my storage unit. I was like, oh, cool.
It's going to bother me the whole stream if I don't know what Galatians 6:7 means.
They're probably calling us whores.
Is it something about pulling out?
No,
When in doubt, pull out. Is that Galatians 6?
Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. That is the original heck around and find out.
Yeah. That wasn't word for word. I was just gonna be like, don't mock God. Like
that is God's come take it. Come and take it.
Come and take it.
Try.
While we're at it, if we're showing boards, we might as well show this one.
Yes. Okay,
look
let's
at
give you the solo. Stop hating this straight white man. Sincerely a lesbian. Yes.
I
support that.
Just yet, but we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of which, I was in line. I don't drink anymore, but there's costume themed bars down here in Orlando, and we were in line, and this the bouncer who I guess was like a gay man or whatever. He was making comments about how they shouldn't let in straight white men. And my friend Nirvana, she's Hispanic, but she was really upset with this.
What did the bouncer look like?
He was a gay man, but you know, like, I'm
white,
guessing because
white gay man.
He was white, but he was just making comments about straight white men. And my friend Nirvana was really upset about this because she's married to a straight white man, and she just started going off on the guy, and he wasn't going to say anything because she's Hispanic.
Ashton,
And she
did your friend happen to? Do you remember what your friend smelled like? Do you remember if she smelled like Teen Spirit or not?
Is that her actual name? Her name is Nirvana. She's too
Oh
young.
yeah. Her name actually.
Like, I'm too young to even know.
She's definitely too young.
No, her parents were hippies in the 70s.
Oh.
So.
Wow. Okay.
But she just went off on this guy. She's like, "How dare you? I'm married to a straight white man," and he wasn't going to tell her because he wasn't going to tell her off. He was just like looking at her like all afraid because she's Hispanic, and if she were a white woman, he probably would have not let us in. But
are we getting tired of this? Like, I mean, I don't know. Do we know any liberals? Like, are liberals getting tired of hating on straight white men?
I'm technically liberal and I'm pretty sick of it. I think the problem is that there are bad people in every group, right? So if you just group people up because they're straight white men, you're gonna have a lot harder time finding actual bad people.
Statistically, straight white men are doing pretty good in the not being bad department. So I would just say,
yeah.
It's just obnoxious that like people are so quick to now group things together when really there are bad people in every single group. And if you just say, "Oh, well, all the straight white men in the world," it's actually make it a lot harder to find the actual bad eggs, no matter what race or gender they are. So
it's just socially acceptable racism. It's like it's the group that our culture has decided is okay to shit on for no particular reason at all. Just generally, it's become hilarious shorthand.
There's this horrible story. So we had parent-teacher conferences recently, and my son's teacher was talking about how her son, who's like 15, was like confiding in her. He had found a YouTube video that was kind of this straight white boy explaining how he just feels like there's no place for him, like he doesn't matter. And he was being vulnerable enough to share that with her. And she kind of like brushed it off and made a joke of it. And she's like, "Oh, it must be like very hard being a straight white man. Like cry for me." And I'm like, that's your kid.
Wow.
Like, whoa, this is a moment where he was like coming to you, which we want men to be vulnerable and share their emotions. But then when they do, we shut them down. And then we're like, "Oh, well, that's toxic masculinity." It's like, no, that's toxic motherhood. What are you doing? It just made my heart break for that poor kid.
And what a lot of people don't talk about is that this treatment of whoever, right? You know, and in this case, young men especially, if they're just being beaten down by society, this is how you get followers for people like Andrew Tate. This is how you start like these cult of personalities kind of thing, where people like Andrew Tate, right? Like these people who just go off about things and do bad things off to the sidelines, but a lot of people don't want to accept that they're doing bad things because they're saying things that they might agree with. And because we've built such a toxic environment for young men to live in, we now have the worst of the worst people for them to look up to.
I guess I'm gonna have to reset my ticker, my counter that says days that we've gone without mentioning Andrew Tate. I'm back to
I'm sorry.
No,
That's
it's
what I
all
should
good.
have put on here. Good Lord.
That
Oh
would be
gosh.
good.
I'm sorry.
Candice, are you popping your SimpCast cherry tonight? I know Arielle is, right?
I think it's
I mean,
my
I've watched
second
your
time.
show, but I've never been on it. So depending on what
Arielle's popping her cherry. And Candice, you've been on it before, right?
Yeah,
I think
one
I've-
time.
Okay. So Arielle, congrats.
Yay!
She's like, I'm here.
I'm in Orlando too, by the way, Ashton. So
Ooh,
we can hang out as long as you're
friends.
over 18. Because
I am. Oh, wait. How old do you think I am? I love asking this question.
24.
I'll take it.
You're
just turned
definitely way younger than I am. So that's.
I'll be 28 in October.
Way
Which
younger than me.
I technically just turned 27. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but
I feel so old.
Ashton is showing all of us up in the cleavage department tonight.
Oh,
Damn, girl.
A-game.
I gotta fucking, I want to almost like go off camera and change my outfit. No, it's good. I'm loving it.
I could change
Someone's
and I
gotta
still
do
won't
it.
have anything. So I'm just gonna go.
That's what I'm thinking. I can only do so much.
Listen.
I was having like a lazy Sunday. It's all good. It's all good. Ghost Crusaders, thanks for becoming a new member. Sega Nerd, thanks for becoming a new member. Oh my God, we are starting off the show with a nice compliment from not a lizard person. Does anyone else feel like SimpCast is a smarter, hotter, younger, better version of The View? I have heard that a couple times from people.
I've heard that.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
I'll take it.
And the haters will say, "Oh, it's all far right. They're all conservatives." I'm like, clearly you've never watched the show. It's a lot
Right.
more nuanced than that. There's all
Conservative
sorts of-
meaning what though?
yeah, let's
Like,
think.
what does that word even
What
mean
is
these days?
conservative? What is liberal? Because I just feel like it's like when alt-right people mention the word trad. Like, what is trad anymore? Is it like a 1950s housewife? Is it a Viking? Like, it's they all have different opinions on what trad is, and I'm like, it's at the point where you're like LARPers, trad LARPers, choose your character at this point. Like, I don't think any of these people know what the word trad or conservative or liberal actually means.
They can't
anymore.
even define the word woman.
just-
How are they going to
Exactly.
I would say if you really like take it to its base level, I think trad is safe to say is like you want to get married. Like that's all we can say after that. And then there's
I wouldn't consider
For a woman,
myself
but,
trad, and I want to get married, but I definitely would not consider myself trad at all. So
You know
what
what's crazy?
exactly?
Recently, I can't say what show it was for, but I was flown out to LA. After I was flown out to Dallas, I got to hang out with Melonie for like an hour. And like literally, the next week they flew me out to LA for something. I can't say what it was, but it was for a YouTube show. And it was feminists versus anti-feminists. And
hey, I think I know what that is.
You can't say it out loud. One of the first questions that they asked us was like, I forget what it was. It was something to do with feminism, and I was one of the people that was like, well, listen, like, how can you be a feminist or an anti-feminist when you can't even define woman, which is what defines feminism?
Yeah,
like it's one of the things that defines feminism. These people couldn't define women.
Wow.
And I rolled my eyes and I was like, this is. I mean, I'm great. I'm very thankful that I went on that show because I was one of the sane voices, to be honest. And they were like, well, how does it affect you? How does it affect you? It affects me because I am a woman and I'm attracted to women.
Exactly.
And when you're fighting for women's rights, even if it's not in this country, like I was supposed to post a video today about feminism and the actual feminist movement that's happening over in Iran.
Yeah.
And my friend Raina, who's a trans woman, is experiencing all that crap right now. And it's just crazy how we have the juxtaposition between actual feminist issues, like, even trans women, doesn't matter, biological women, trans women living in Iran, where if they don't wear a hijab, they get beat up, they get killed. right? By the morality police, which is illegal, by the way. I didn't even know that the morality police exists, but it's actually not part of the government. It's like this secret. It's like the Illuminati over there or something. I don't know. And then you have misgendering and neo-pronouns over here. It's ridiculous. It's
Wow.
I can't.
And like, what do you even do? I don't know. It's not so easy to just move, I guess.
Well, the interesting thing with her is she went to college in the States and then went back. And as soon as she went back 2 years ago, and I think the last year, the uprising has been continuous because one of the morality police had killed, I forget what the girl's name is, Masha Ashari or something like that. Some M, a name with an M and then a last name with an A, and she was covered up more than like the average Islamic woman, which was weird. And supposedly they killed her. It wasn't the first time they've done it. It was just the first time that it made news. That it was newsworthy in the West, and it sparked like this insane protest that wound up becoming vicious, and for a good reason, obviously, for women's rights. And it's still happening. And like I think it was like 15,000 people were arrested or sentenced to death for going against the government. It's pretty crazy over there.
Dang, now I feel bad. I did a show on Saturday and I was doing some in New York City, which I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a regular habit of this because I need to stay on the pulse of what a New York City audience is like nowadays. Like, just I need to work that muscle of like
I can tell you
a mostly vaccinated crowd, basically. And I was trying to do crowd work to these couple of girls on the side, and they were like brown. I don't know what their like breakdown was, and I was like asking them a couple of questions, and they weren't answering. And I was like, what are you guys not allowed to talk? Where are you from? I was like, what are you, Iranian? What are you from, Qatar or something? And like,
they probably were
so bad because what if they were? They did not like me, but it was fun.
They weren't gonna like you anyway. That kind of person.
They did not like me.
Ooh, there were a lot of Gen Zs in the crowd. I was calling a lot of the young men in the crowd top G's. They all loved it. So I'm just trying to stay up with what's down with what's up. Those gals did not like me. They probably will not be back. But it's good. It's good to keep doing stand-up. Oh, John Kako's up.
Hi, John.
Hi, John. The View makes you dislike women and want to tune them out. SimpCast is like hanging with your female friends that don't get offended and can laugh.
Aww.
Oh, thanks, John. Thanks, John. Andrew Robb, thank you for looking out for straight white men like me. I feel so loved. I had a very interesting interview with Ryan Stone earlier this week. He was recommended to me by Allie Drummond, and he's one of these guys like in the manosphere, but he's not completely insufferable, and he's not,
right.
He's not a fan of Andrew Tate, not a fan of Jack Murphy, like very much not like I'm not like the other manosphere guys.
Oh God.
And it was a very interesting conversation, and I think he, I hate giving it under the umbrella of like self-help, but I think he approaches advice for men in a very unique way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so fascinated to talk to him because like anything that has to do, like I minored in women's studies. I've always been interested in psychology and the genders, the sexes, like how men and women relate. Like that will never change no matter how I grow or evolve or my politics or whatever. And just getting into like the psychology of like how men like straight men like navigate relationships and like sort of the games they play. Like they're not games per se, but the testing and the ways in which he helps men basically like take like keep their self-respect in relationships, because some men will, just like women, will completely lose themselves in a relationship. They will become doormats. They will forget who they are. They'll stop hanging out with their friends and pursuing their own interests. And there is a certain type of guy who in a relationship will like just they'll stop seeing their friends. Like their wife or the girlfriend will become everything as far as the emotions go. And when they break up, it's like they become what's called like emotionally homeless, because they they're only talking to that one woman. It's but he approaches it in a really interesting way. Like, yes, it's almost like there are some games that you have to play or some tests that you have to do just to make sure in that those early phases you're not letting someone take advantage of you.
Right.
And also the idea of like you have to keep dating and seducing the person you're with, which I think is so important no matter who you're.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting conversation. And I was like pleasantly surprised because you hear manosphere and you go, okay.
I think that's been hijacked. I think the whole that manosphere red pill, like just like feminism and whatever movement else you want to put on it, it has been hijacked by these crazy black and white Tate kind of people. And you're like, you need to chill, buddy. Like, relax, calm down. And I think it's going to end up having a negative impact down the line. Maybe not now. But it's been hijacked by.
Candice, do you feel like you have a son, right?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, did you sneakily have another baby?
I did. I hid it. I did.
Oh my God. How old is he?
Just a few months old.
Oh, he's fresh out.
Fresh baby.
Oh my God. Now I feel like you've always been based and cool. Do you feel like having sons changed your opinion on anything man related?
I don't think it really changed my opinion because I was never in the camp of like just hate an entire gender. I always thought that was foolish, but I think it definitely brought out like a ferocity in me that wasn't there because now I'm like, I will die on this fucking hill. So it's definitely a topic I talk a lot about because like you see the serious consequence not only to young boys and men, but like society and culture at large, because you can't just villainize half of the population and expect there not to be a negative outcome of that.
It just seems so tired to blame men for. It's like, okay, you're blaming the men of today for shit that the men that are long gone, long dead have done a long time ago. So it's like, how is it?
There was this like this feminist, I don't remember what her name was, but she was on the Jon Stewart show and she was being so rude to one of the guests who was a man. And she's like, you've spoken long enough. We've given you 400 years. And he's like, what are you? I'm 45 years old. What are you talking about 400 years?
Wow.
What?
Do you think he's in the face of Bo or something? He's just like infinitely this old and like he's just been in all his power.
Yeah, it's delusional thinking, just sloppy.
We love men. There's always going to be an air conditioner that needs installed. There's always going to be IKEA furniture that needs to be put together.
Yeah. It's funny. Earlier, my mom and I were trying to plug stuff in like a certain wall in the kitchen, and we noticed on that whole wall, none of the outlets are working. And so I'm like, Dad? He's like, all right, I'm on it. He goes in the garage, comes back. It should work now. And it worked. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah. That is the one thing I do find kind of hilarious about like this whole red pill thing. I've gone down the Just Pearly Things rabbit hole on her channel. Love her.
Do you know what I was supposed to be? This is not known to the world, but I was supposed to be on that Vice thing.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I've been talking about that on every show.
They contacted me. Yeah, no, and I was on a road trip with one of my best friends, taking him.
Why
to
did
Texas.
you do it?
I was on a road trip, and my best friend needed me. I was taking him down to Mexico for treatment, but so I was like, oh, contact Sydney, and then the whole plane fiasco happened. And then this whole thing happened with the actual debates that are on that channel now. And I was like, I take no credit for all of this happening.
Wow, if it weren't for you, she wouldn't have had her fat gate on the plane.
She wouldn't have had the fat. Yeah, she wouldn't have had
and then the vice channel. Yeah, Sydney Watson and God, what is it? Even her real name? I just call her just Pearly Things or Pearl.
Her name is Pearl. Her real name is Pearl. Her name is Pearl. Yeah.
I'm like, I forget her. I'm like, I know her last name isn't Things.
No.
We're both on the Vice feminism panel. And it's so wild because if you watch Sydney's recap video, they shot for 4 hours and they only put about 45 minutes.
I want to see the full one. Like, give us the.
I want to see the full one too.
You know what's funny is, and I mentioned this to Sydney, because Sydney, when the video came out, she was texting me. She's like, "Can you watch it for me? Because I'm gonna make a video reaction." And I was like, "Of course." And I watched it. I'm in my car watching it as I was driving somewhere. And I was like, okay, pause. I was like, tell me how. At least in the edit, the first person that talked on a feminist panel was the trans woman.
You know what I would love to
okay.
see? I would love to see Sydney and Pearl do a full, they should do it soon while it's fresh in their minds, still like a full recap video so they can discuss like what were your best points that were left out, what were the like spicy moments that you feel like were cut out, because
Sydney did post a video recently. So Pearl, I don't think did. I think she did a bunch of clips, but Sydney did like a full recap, and
that was good.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, they cut out some bad things that I said, that she would have regretted. So she was, grateful. Because when you're in the moment, it's difficult to sometimes you get just frustrated and you say stupid shit, and then you're like, oh, they got to use that against me. And then she said that they took a lot of her good content out as well. So then that's why she posted her video about it. Yeah.
Huge. And I messaged her. I was like, dude, I respect you so much just for not, like, who knows? Maybe they cut it out. But like the fact that neither of you appeared to completely lose your shit, which is like what I would have done. I would have been roasting. I would have called that lady a sack of potatoes. Like I would have gotten so mad and said all the worst shit. Like they would have had to like probably drag me out of there. I would have just resorted to name calling. Yes. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh, Carolyn is here. I'm hanging out here. I just got home from a much needed drink. Girl, keep on drinking after the week you've had.
Yeah. Keep going.
Keep going as much as you like. I mean,
we are here for you, girl.
We are here for you. I wonder if, maybe Melonie is the best person to set this up, because we were going to talk about this. We wanted to have Kara on, but she had a lot going on. And we said you're welcome to come back, later on when things are less hectic. But she's really been through it. I guess she was working for and Melonie did a really great video about this, just basically recapping the whole situation.
Super informative.
Thank you.
This company called Limited Run Games, which Kara was working for, basically like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Melonie, like basically fired her because of the accounts she was following on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which is fucking
because of
crazy.
accounts she was following on Twitter, and then like a 7-year-old tweet she made that wasn't even, where was the lie in it? So basically what the tweet said was something along the lines of hey, it's not actually transgender people that are making a fuss about the bathroom situation as much as like, we got to look out for these perverts who are going to use the guise of, oh, I'm transgender so that they can abuse women. That's her concern. That's what she's pointing out. And and so they wanted to get her for that. And then also some of the accounts she was following, like Blair White, who is a trans woman. So they want to call her transphobic, and she's following Blair White. That is their evidence. So she's following Blair White. She was following libs of TikTok, and some other conservative accounts. And so basically what happened was 2 transgender women in this kind of situation, when it comes to creeps and people trying to ruin actual women's lives, I'm sorry, I don't want to welcome you in this woman club. If you're going to sit here and try to push us all out, you're a dude. You are a dude in a dress.
100%.
Yeah, you are a dude in a dress who came for a woman and got her fired. That is exactly what happened. And not only did all that, they sided with this guy who... let me see if I can find a picture.
Let me pull this up. Was it this data racer? Is this data racer tweet relevant?
And it came out of nowhere, right?
Look at that
Like,
picture.
It came out of nowhere.
It's a dude in a wig. That is a whole man.
You got to do a lipstick. You got to do an eyeshadow. Come on, give us something.
What kills me is like, what even provoked this? Like, he just went and looked up old tweets for
what
fun.
Provoked
Like,
it was somebody asked her on Twitter. They said, "Are you looking forward to the new Hogwarts Legacy game, the Harry Potter game coming out?" And she said, "Yes, I'm really excited about it." And because of that, because all of these peeps have an issue with that,
with
because
JK.
of JK, then that somebody went, this guy, I think, went on Kara's account, found that tweet from like 6 years old, made all of these screenshots showing who she was following. And yeah, right there it said, oh, she's following transphobic accounts. She said this, and I'm going to refund all my stuff if she doesn't get fired. And then apparently I found out today too, is another dude in a dress who is contracted with Limited Run Games also complained to them about it. And they sided with these dudes to get rid of a woman to fire her and get rid of her job. So
their issue isn't even with her, it's with J.K. Rowling, basically.
Yeah, they're just mad that she wanted to play the game, so they decided to try to dig something up. And the company sided with these dudes.
Dang.
And here's the thing is enough people did more research on this Purple Tinker guy and
shout out to Data Racer, by the way, for doing this.
Found a giant list of terrible things he's done and said. And one of the more egregious things that he has said, which Sophia Narwitz, also who they call her a transphobe all the time when she is transgender. Yeah, she's transgender, but she's a transphobe apparently. So she also quote tweeted and shared some screenshots, which let me post this in the chat here, showing some of
relevant. Hold on, this is Purple.
Oh yeah, that
Tinker
giant.
That's the person that got Kara fired. That's this Purple Tinker is the person who started. And anybody who remembers, like what was it, a year ago, maybe two, the bronies situation on Twitter, because they all came over from Tumblr, and people were like, the bronies are like sick in the head. And they were trying to defend themselves. This is the person that they were like, no, they're sick in the head. This is the BronyCon founder, like the Purple Tinker guy founded BronyCon, which was a big drama a couple years ago, if those people remember.
Yeah,
this guy pull up this other thing you sent.
I didn't realize it was the same person. I was
he
like,
has
no
a
way.
long history of bullying people, doxing people, and then it gets worse. Yeah. This is
from Sophia Narwitz. Oh wow, the cancel crusading brony thinks young teens can consent to sex with an adult. It's almost as if this is a repetitious theme among those who cling to cancel culture bandwagon the hardest. And this is from okay.
Yes, it's awful.
Okay, Purple Tinker, the 14-year-old might. Okay, so the ghost person said having sex at all at 14 isn't inherently grape. A 27-year-old teacher having sex with her 9th grade. Ew, I mean, yikes. Okay,
that would be 14-year-old grape for sure.
So then Purple
absolutely.
Tinker says the 14-year-old might disagree and might go to his grave still disagreeing. His opinion is the only one that matters. It looks so bad when you're a grown person telling 14-years what they like and don't like. It's like just go ahead and avoid that whole topic.
The thing is, you're not even fully mature when you're 21, 23, 24, even 25. Imagine how immature you were at 14 years old to be making decisions to be with like full grown adults. I mean, that's just right there. It's when people say, oh yeah, definitely like a 16-year-old and a 23-year-old can have a relationship. It's like, no, they can't, because there's a power dynamic on maturity. Like, I don't even think 18-year-olds should be with people who are over the age of like 22. I think even that's kind of weird, because there's such a power dynamic in maturity. Because I think about who I was at 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, and especially in my teens. And I was a completely different person all throughout those years. So the idea of a 14-year-old, someone thinking about 14-year-old in that way is just, I don't want to, it's gross.
Yeah, it's bad. When you're somebody who's like really passionate about what 14-year-olds are doing or not doing, it's like, that is so suspect. Like, yeah, I was sexually active at that age, but like, if I had someone who was like 10 plus years older than me, like that's so sus. It's like, it's really none of your business. And like, you come off like such a fucking creep to even talk to be why I'm like, why are you advocating? Like, why do you care so much?
The FBI needs to search his computer. And so I also shared another tweet that I made there, because I investigated this dude's account during the time when I first started tweeting this out and stuff. Yesterday, I was going to take the day off of social media, and I was like, wait a minute. So basically, he gets Kara fired because of her concern for transgender, or for creeps posing as transgender women who can potentially do who knows what in a woman's bathroom. So she's concerned about our safety for that. Reasonable. So this Purple Tinker perv wants to act like, oh, this doesn't happen. Well, karma got him, because if you see in the next picture, he got scammed by someone posing as a transgender person.
Yep.
And
it should be known, like,
so look at the next picture if you want to see. This was shared just like right after. It's just the irony of it is hilarious.
Oh, what do you mean scammed?
He actually, here, she'll read it. He did get scammed by someone.
Okay. This was, oh my God, my stupid touch screen is so
And by the way,
sensitive.
for the people who are going to come and watch this stream and probably clip it and make us all look bad, nobody here has an issue with trans people. The issue is that this person is a complete predator and probably using their own trans issues to cover up like what they're saying about 14-year-olds and then going after people and causing chaos in other people's lives.
Of course, like if you're too dumb to not understand the difference between like a trans person and a predator, like then you probably should just not
People
be
are
watching
afraid
the show.
though. People are afraid. It's the same thing. Like people are afraid to criticize Islam.
Right.
Because they're afraid of criticizing the oppressed. And it's like the oppressed can be pricks just like anybody else. Did you guys ever see that that like 10-second clip on Family Guy where it's a trans woman at a bar and the bartender comes over and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, you can't be watching porn at a bar." And she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm transgender."
Oh yeah,
yes.
You do whatever you want all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, because Quagmire's dad becomes trans, then becomes Quagmire's mom, and yeah. I remember
So
that.
this was, I guess this person shared. This was from today, Melonie.
That was from yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Purple Tinker. I saved a trans woman's life from a red state by spending a lot of my own money to rent a car and accompanying her to keep her awake during a 15-hour drive. Then I gave her this like, I don't understand why. I mean, there's being a good Samaritan, and then there's this, which to me is like very suspect. And then I gave her a credit card on the understanding that she'd keep spending under $500 anytime. Like, what does that even mean? You can spend $400 over and over again? Like, what does that even mean? She maxed it out. In fact, she more than maxed it out. She pushed it several hundred over the limit. Then she asked me for more money, and I got somewhat annoyed. At that point, she said I was triggered her and started dodging my messages for days. When, after 4 days, I demanded to know if she was repaying me or not, she called me abusive and ableist. This is hilarious.
Yes.
Do we have trans allowances now? Is that what we're at?
Wait, allowances thing. Did you hear about what's happening in San Francisco? I believe
it's basically that. It's basically a trans allowance. It's it's trans welfare. When you get like a stipend, I think if you can prove that you make under $600 a month, and you
what was it? You get $1,500 in San Francisco or
something like that. I think it's like between $1,200 and $1,600 a month. I don't know if
just for being trans. And you know what? Let's all move to San Francisco and just say that we're trans.
And it's also like Scouts honor too. Like they're not asking for
asking for proof or anything. Oh my god!
Look, technically, by the leftists' definition, the new definition of what trans is, it's gender nonconformity, right? As a lesbian, I'm not conforming to gender, so I am trans. I can go there and just collect money.
You better get that money, Arielle.
Oh, that's funny, Arielle, because you were one of the accounts that they were mad about Kara for following too.
Were they really?
Yes.
I'm sure. Okay.
I'm gonna finish reading these tweets from this Purple Tinkle. When, after 4 days, I demanded to know
Purple Tinkle
if she was repaying me or not, she called me abusive and ableist and refused repeatedly to answer my simple yes or no question. Why would someone who's gotten away with all your money answer your questions?
Right? Heck no.
We'll pay you back. She owes me around $2,000. I'm assuming I'll never see it again. This is the smartest thing this person has said so far. I'm assuming I'll never see it again. Yes. No, you will never see that money again. You're an idiot. This is what happens when I try to help people. This is the thanks I get. Oh, now you're a victim.
It's just the sweet irony of this whole situation, because Kara got fired for saying that, oh, hey, someone can say they're transgender, some pervert, and can hurt women. Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Well, then someone who said they were transgender just scammed this dude out of $2,000. So,
well, the interesting thing is that what people don't want to admit, and it's so strange to me, is that there can be bad people who are the gender that they're born with, or a trans person. There are bad people and good people in all groups. And I don't know why like I don't know why like saying, oh, there are some bad trans people in the world or some bad people who will pretend to be trans to abuse those situations. Like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
This
it
reminds
has
me of that
happened.
time. This reminds me of the time I was in New York and I walked by this black guy selling mixtapes, and then he said when I passed him, "It's because I'm black. You racist." And I was
Aren't you
like,
black?
little does he know. Yeah.
How
like-
convenient that the only thing separating you between being a racist or not is buying whatever he's selling. How convenient,
right?
Yeah.
Arielle, do you get a lot of backlash and criticism as a lesbian? No, like that
As
for
a
not
lesbian.
for not being like an auto ally, or like even I
100%.
guess maybe Ashton, you apply to this question too.
Is Ashton half lesbian?
Sometimes I think you're recreational, right, Ashton? I'm not sure what
You're recreational lesbian.
You know?
only on certain holidays.
I like
Ashton
them
is
all.
called what we call being fun at parties. I don't know how to categorize you, Ashton.
My nickname. So Arielle, I don't know how you feel about this, but I am nicknamed Rapunzel because I am pansexual.
Okay.
I
don't care.
I thought it was because you had really long pubes.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Why did that take
funny.
me more than 5 seconds to get?
Because she's Rapunzel. She's got a pan and she smacks people with it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, Rapunzel is an old school story. That's just, the newer thing. So all of us that are not in our 20s are going to think of the old school Rapunzel.
I love Tangled though, low key. Tangled is great. We love
It
Tangled.
is good, yeah.
Tangled was the last good Disney movie.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
agreed.
Yeah,
I said what I
Inside Out was
said.
pretty good.
As a redhead, I really
Is that what I
should
said?
have
Frozen?
that.
You didn't like Frozen?
No, it's corny.
I loved
I
it.
love Frozen. You like Coco? I loved Coco.
I haven't seen Coco.
I love Coco. The animation's beautiful.
I didn't love the song "Let It Go." As someone who loves holding grudges, I found that "Let It Go" song very triggering.
Who said the holding grudges thing? I didn't see. I was looking at the YouTube chats.
Oh no, I said it because I'm
That
like
was
I
you?
love to hold grudges, so I'm like I'm not really a fan of letting it go. Like I will forgive, but I won't forget. Is there a song for that?
Are you a Scorpio?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
People don't believe in astrology. I swear to God,
Arielle, what are
holding
you?
grudges is such a water sign phenomenon.
It's an art. Honestly,
100%.
holding a grudge is an
I do
art.
it. I do it.
What are you? Are you a Pisces or a Cancer?
I'm a Cancer.
I
Very
knew
typical.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most stereotypical Cancer there is, for sure.
It's fun. Aw. Are
I
you
feel
like a
everyone I get along best
homebody?
with is a Cancer.
Yes. Well, I like traveling, but I need my little home space. Like I need my little.
you need your alone time.
Are you the mom of the
I think
group?
you get your energy from your alone time.
Yes. Would you say am I in a group? You said.
Are you the mom of the group? Like in a
Always.
friend? Yeah, you're a
Always.
Cancer, 100. Like every one of my
100%.
best friends is definitely a Cancer for sure.
Cancers are moms.
We are moms without even being a mom. Yeah.
I just got into astrology, and honestly, I'm pretty obsessed with it because I noticed that like all of like my exes I didn't get along with the most were either Leos or Scorpios, and then the guy that I'm with now, he's a Libra and I'm a Libra, and we have the same.
I was gonna
moon.
say you are either a Libra or a Leo based on your background.
How could you tell? Wow, you're like a astrology whisperer.
Leos and Libras like fancy,
flaunty,
fancy
kind
shit
of things. Yeah.
I
know
love it.
Melonie's a Scorpio, and I remember hanging out with her, and I was like, "You're wearing all black."
Yeah,
You're
I was.
100% Scorpio. That's a Scorpio or a Virgo thing.
And you're like, you
Virgos
keep
and
trying to leave me for dead in the desert. Are you Scorpio?
You're wearing all black too, aren't you?
Oh yeah, whoops. But I have I've been
The only
listening
black
to
shirt I own is this shirt right here.
Venti's. This is navy actually, but it translates because I
It
don't have
looks
enough
black.
light on me. I've taken Venti has done several videos on this, like you take this test and you figure out what season your coloring is in, and it's been throwing me off because I'm a dyed redhead, but my features are like blue eyes and like dirty blonde hair.
So is that winter?
I'm in between like how to dress. I'm in between like a summer or like a spring. Like Ashton, you would be a summer. Arielle, You're probably. This is a whole thing. This is a whole.
I can't
I don't know how to
tell.
do it.
I don't know how to do this either.
Like
I
my
put my
whole,
face inside it 1,000 times and I have no idea which color I am.
I feel
think
like
you're
I
an
only look
autumn.
good in neutral colors.
I feel like Candice looks like a Taurus, baby.
A
Oh, you're a
Taurus?
Taurus?
No. That's like my mortal enemy.
She sounded
Well,
offended.
no, like not you. Like your, I shouldn't say your looks.
You
The back,
look
like an Earth sign. You like an Earth sign.
very earthy.
Are you a Virgo?
Mm-mm.
No,
Gemini.
can't be if Taurus is her enemy.
Gemini.
Taurus is her enemy. Maybe Aries.
Yeah, she's a Gemini.
My husband's an
Gemini?
Aries.
Gemini and Aries are really good together, actually.
What's your moon? Like, do you guys know your moons and your rising and your?
Of course.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I got a
everywhere.
professional reading this week from a YouTuber named Mayr. It's a $500 reading. Yes, that's actually
What?
how much astrology readings cost, by the way, by good ones, because it's a long learning curve.
But you paid $500 for someone to talk astrology to you?
Oh, I
Venti?
didn't. I got
yeah.
it as a Christmas
Okay.
gift by one of my viewers.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was really,
It's
it was really
all-
cool.
It's about listen, like if you are, it's not about I'm going to read the newspaper. Like that's what people think astrology is. It's not like that. Like for me, astrology, it's also like I'm not going to base my life around it, right? Because everyone has free will, and you're an idiot to think that astrology is 100% everything if you have choices. But if you completely deny it, I feel like people are idiots too. Because you're denying your existence and your place in the universe and how all of that is connected. And scientifically, we know that that's accurate. There's no such thing as a completely solid object. Everything is little balls of energy, and everything is energy, and everything's connected.
And that's and they don't get it, and that's why we shouldn't talk about it, because they're never going to get it.
They're not going to get it.
It helps with relationships though, because again, like every guy that I dated who like really didn't work out, had a really bad ending or just had a lot of drama involved, was either a Leo, Gemini, or Scorpio. And the guy that I'm with now, there's like no drama. Everything is like chill. Everything's fun. He's always fun to be around. And we have the exact same sun and moon sign.
Yep.
So like, I'm just saying.
So you're either astrologically compatible or he's gay.
He's just too chill.
JK.
That's a Libra thing in general, though. Libras are just kind of very, very light and airy. And I mean, they're an air sign, so I didn't even mean to say that, but pun intended. They're very light and airy. They kind of don't know how to make decisions. So that might be is that typical, Ashton? Like you and your boyfriend just fucking decided where to eat or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're both light and airy. So whoever decides on it, you're like, okay. Like my friend Sarah Higdon. You guys know Sarah.
I love Sarah.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. She's a Libra. When I go, I love traveling with her because I'm such a neurotic person, and she's a Libra, and everything bothers my stomach. I get very annoyed with everything, very Cancer, crabby, 100%. That doesn't mean we're bitchy. It just means we're moody. We're like, oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, I'm upset. For like 5 minutes, and I'm okay. And then she's like, well, where do you want to eat? I want to eat here. And she's like, okay. Like, easy, Libra, the best person to travel with.
Oh,
my goodness.
Very nice.
That's the best for relationships. Like it always helps when you have one person who's more decisive and one person who's more like goes with the
100%.
flow.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. That would be nice.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm a water sign or it's just the ADD kicking in.
Yeah, it's not sure if autistic or Aquarius, you know.
It's Aquarius. Andrew Robb, it's understandable that y'all hate Frozen. Y'all so hot, you melt everything. Thank you, Andrew. That's a perfect simpy comment. That's perfect. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. Growl Lantern Dragoon, Chrissy, check out F It All and the Let It Go from Frozen remake song. You'll love it. I'll love it. I'll probably be copyright stuck for it.
It goes like, I think the one they're talking about, the one I was thinking of, it goes, fuck my ass, fuck my ass. And it's this guy just like peeking the mic, fuck my ass. And he just keeps saying that to like the rhythm of the song. It's a great song.
Ooh.
Not good for kids though.
It's called Frozen Fuck My Ass.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. Is it on TikTok? Is it a TikTok trend now?
No. This is really old. It's like 10 years old on YouTube.
It's really old. Actually, it was the theme song of Epstein Island.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my god.
It goes back. Wait, did we cut ourselves off? Are we fully? We were done talking about the Carolyn thing.
There is still some silver lining to this story, though, and that is the fact that I made my video. Ryan Kendall made a video. Yellow Flash made a video. More people are making videos and just signal boosting this until limited run games got ratioed so unbelievably hard that they turned comments off of everything. It was beautiful to see.
Yep.
They got
Dang.
roasted bad. Yeah.
What on Twitter?
Yeah,
And
on
YouTube
all
comments.
social media. They had to turn their comments off of all of them, even on Facebook. They got roasted so hard, ratioed to the max. I was so proud of everybody who all joined together and stood up for her.
And you know what? It's like, I hope Kara can realize, like, ultimately it feels so very personal when this shit happens over and over again. You're like, this is happening to me. I am losing my job. But I think it's ultimately not personal. It's a way for corporations and companies to, they're trying to virtue signal to like investors or somebody else or the powers that be. And it's like, you're just the sacrificial lamb. Like, you're just the
100%.
person that they are making the example of. And like, do we see this trend like fading off with corporations? Do we see
Yes and
like
no.
this is going
Yes
to
and
have
no.
less of an effect?
Yes and no. Like it's been happening for at least the last 6-7 years consistently. But I think like even my friend David, Brokeback Patriot, I don't know if you guys know who that is. He went semi-viral on I think Twitter and Instagram because he was fired for not even wearing a MAGA hat or anything, just because his followers or somebody found out where he worked. And they told his boss at the time, which was somewhere in St. Pete, Florida, that he voted for Trump. And these people were like, oh, we're not going to come into this restaurant anymore, blah, 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 blah. And like, these people didn't even live in St. Pete. Like, even if they did not come into, who gives a shit? So yeah, it's still happening, but I would say it's happening less because people like us keep speaking out against cancel culture, but also because the whole get woke, go broke thing.
Exactly.
So I would say it's definitely happening less and less, which is a good thing.
People we're not being bothered by being called bigots anymore. Like
I'm not.
that word has lost all of its value. You know, years ago someone called me a bigot, but no, that's not me. No, and now I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when the meaning of words mean nothing anymore.
They mean that word means nothing now. So
listen
it's
to this. Okay, Mel, you're gonna love this. With the same panel that I was on that I was talking about before when I went to LA a few weeks ago. They were it was an anti-feminist versus feminist panel.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the anti-feminist side, even though I'm a traditional feminist. All of us here are traditional feminists. We believe in equal rights.
Mm-hmm. We vote, we work, we wear pants, we do it all.
This is how stupid these people are, okay? I was on the anti-feminist side of the argument. They kept calling me a TERF. The acronym TERF means trans exclusionary radical feminist.
But you know who else
was calling me a TERF last summer? That was like the thing that everyone was calling me last summer, and I made a TikTok and I was like, why are y'all calling me a TERF when I'm not a feminist?
They don't even know. They don't know what racist means anymore. They don't know what bigot means.
Yeah, they
Nazi.
don't.
I have so many friends that are literal Jews. Okay.
Yeah.
That are called Nazis.
Yeah.
It is the most despicable. I can't. You would never think this is actually happening. Unless somebody like me told you this literally happens to my Jewish friends.
Yep.
It's insane.
And like, where do people get the idea that these are reasonable insults? That this is actually going to shut people up?
Because it has in the past.
It has worked.
It did it worked on me for a few years.
Yeah.
It
worked on me too.
I mean, TERF is used as a slur now, but it's funny because, as Melonie said, words are losing meaning, and they like to destigmatize the words that do need their meaning in order to hold law and order in society, which is also what you're seeing now. And if you notice, there's articles on this, but Reddit has progressively been deleting female-based communities and have been slowly censoring women off of the internet. And one of the examples was so ridiculous. It was talking about how I believe it was the pregnancy subreddit. It was a subreddit or one to talk about PMS, like diseases revolving around that. And because it was too like, oh, you can't talk about that, vaginas, that's transphobic. So literally women couldn't talk about breastfeeding. They couldn't talk about any sort of uteral illnesses because it was viewed as transphobic. And they're like,
Venti,
oh, they're TERFs.
Is this relevant, even though this is from 2 years ago? Reddit is censoring women's health support groups.
Wow.
Yeah, no, this has been happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
some women don't really have that many places to congregate in terms of intellectual discussion on the internet anymore, or even about their own bodies.
Communities and users that incite violence or promote hate based on identity or vulnerability will be banned. So it's like, how do you talk about who and what you really are? That's scary that is now considered hate speech.
And what sucks is that we never agreed to this crap. Like, we agreed to, okay, if you want to live your life as a woman, that's your own business. That's great. But we didn't agree to this. Wait a minute. Now you're going to invade all of our spaces where we're not even feeling comfortable in a bathroom or safe in a bathroom, or now in Reddit groups and stuff like that, or changing our whole language into where we can't even define what a woman is anymore. No, that's not just minding your own business and living your life. That's like interfering with ours. And
there's
so
a big difference. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going off of what you're saying. There's a big difference between self-identification, which literally means I'm only gonna I only care how I feel. I don't care how other people view me. That's what actual self-ID means. But they turn self-identification to mean everybody in the world has to see me how I see me.
Yeah.
I've seen the inverse of this too, by the way. But it was more for satirical purposes. So what people did because of this stuff, they will, like, biological women will go and post selfies of themselves on the trans subreddits, being like, look, I transitioned. And then people are just like seething the comments, like,
they'll do their
on
boyfriend,
suicide watch.
Yeah,
because they don't look like
oh
that.
my God, Venti, I could see you doing that, honestly.
I saw one that went really viral. This girl's boyfriend and her looked very similar. And so that she posted it like a before and after, like 2 years on estrogen or whatever. And then it's just everyone in the comments, oh my gosh, what an amazing transition.
Me and Frank should do that. Be like, look, I went from an Italian man.
Now that would be hilarious.
A woman who burns easily.
The surgery is great, you guys. Look at this. The technology is so good.
I missed my huge cock though.
Unbelievable. Yeah, if they're gonna invade female spaces for talking about female-related illnesses, like, why not start trolling?
Crazy. Can you imagine it the other way around?
For people that are saying this is only happening on the internet, that's not true, and it hasn't been true for the last 5 years. Like, there have been multiple cases. I think one happened in Canada, one in London, I believe, where and which let me get there, which is why Jake, like with female only rape centers, I believe it was, or female only homeless shelters, or whatever it was. It was something like that, and trans activists, people that weren't even probably trans, by the way, went and threw rocks at the windows, graffiti, whatever. These activists do not want to see female-only spaces. They don't care. And recently, even J.K. Rowling again was in the news, of course, for opening her own, specifically only female space for, I believe it was, I think it was a rape victim shelter as well. Because J.K. Rowling is a victim of domestic abuse. I don't know if she was raped. But
really? Oh man.
That's one of the reasons a lot of people have so much respect for her. Because she not because she was raped, obviously, but because she was raped, and because she still made something of herself, because she speaks out against it and actually puts good stuff. She does good things for women in the community, right?
Yeah.
Can I link you something really quick about people who hate TERFs? And this, I don't like. It's fine if you show it. It's just like a little bit like on the eyes graphic, but it's not real blood. Okay. So like,
oh, I know what you're talking about. The shirt.
Is this gonna be man? Are there gonna be man pawns in this?
I think she's talking about the shirt where it says "I hate TERFs."
Okay.
With blood on it.
I linked it. I linked it in the private chat. But basically, it's allowed. Basically, trans people are allowed to be violent towards women under the excuse of they're a TERF. So it gets a pass for you to be violent toward women.
And that looks like a whole man to me. If you're going to be violent towards women and you're going to be punching women and wearing shirts saying you're going to be punching women, then I'm sorry, you ain't a woman. You're a man. I ain't going to call you whatever you want me to call you.
If you want to be seen as a woman, part of it is acting
exactly. Yes.
Remember when Blair White made the video about the "It's Ma'am" person?
Yep.
It's ma'am, and Blair's like, women don't act like that.
Exactly.
It's not very ladylike.
Joey was like, men don't act like that.
So it says shame on SF Pride, good enough to march at a parade, but not to get in W mobility device and misgendered at gate.
So they're fat too.
That's so tricky with a lot of these dudes. They don't really know how to act like women because they're like,
You can't be fat and
Yeah,
retarded.
because you're raised male. Like it's acting like a woman is partially societal. It is.
You're
To
behind.
deny that is ridiculous.
Several decades of self-esteem problems, and then we can talk.
Yeah, being a woman, the whole thing with being a woman is a feeling. I never signed up for that, regardless of what people say in my older videos. What I did sign up for originally was, yes, it's an inner feeling.
Right.
Like an inner feeling knowing that you feel different.
Right.
But being female is not a feeling, right? And
exactly.
And it's a biological reality, but it's also the way others see you and how your body and brain change based on how other people see you and how you interpret the world because of that.
Yep.
And that's all real, because to deny that is also anti-science.
Yep.
You have your brain changes based on your experiences, which is why people
And
have
hormones.
PTSD. So if you are born male and you're experiencing life as a male, and all of a sudden you're saying that you're completely different now, because all of a sudden you realize you're trans, like that doesn't mean that you have the same experiences or same brain chemistry as somebody that's born biologically female. That's just the truth.
And the men should be able to like empathize with this a little bit for the men who aren't getting it. Basically, you know how you felt when women started invading male spaces, when it was like, oh, you need to change how you game and you need to change what you say when you game and all that. That's how we feel with this. But it's on an even more extreme level, to the point where we can't even talk about our biology or have sports to ourselves, or even beauty pageants, like celebrating our beauty. We're not allowed to have that anymore. And it sounds like very feminist to talk about it, but it's true. And that's kind of the problem feminism has done too. The actual gripes with actual female issues can't be talked about anymore, or else
100%.
you're hit with that label. Even though we should, both sides should be empathizing, both genders should be empathizing with each other with all of the woke bullshit.
Right. The video I posted today, actually, because I post on Sundays, it featured Justine. I don't know if you guys know Justine Brooke Murray, I think her last name is. She's a beauty pageant queen. In Jersey.
Oh,
and
oh wait, I love Justine.
Yeah.
I
And
love her.
She's great. And
She's a
we
sassy
talked.
blonde.
She's sexy blonde. Yeah, she's just like a baby though. I can't say she's sexy. She's like 22.
Oh no, I said sassy. I said
sassy. I was like,
Sassy
beautiful,
blonde.
but I can't think of. She's too young.
She has
But
sass.
She's very sassy. I think we talked about that on. I can't remember if it was in my video, but we talked about the fact that the trans woman that won the beauty pageant, and the truth is that trans person wasn't even like traditionally beautiful. Like I don't want to say it that way, but it is
Beautiful.
what it is.
They're
Like,
fucking ugly.
I'm not
Only to
traditionally
their
beautiful.
mom.
So I'm not just talking shit, right? It is what it is. And we felt like this person was simply just put on the pedestal as a virtue signal, right? Not just because they're trans. Because I have my friend Julie. My friend Julie Vu, she's an Asian.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Beautiful. She's been in like the Miss Canada, whatever the hell it was. And I think she won or whatever, something. That kind of person, yes. Like beautiful inside and out. This person that won the beauty pageant, like Brittany said, they're taking over women's spaces when they don't even deserve it, you know?
Everyone's going, come on. Yeah, that's the response.
This is not the one we were talking about, but this is also this is even better, because this is just another example of it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Another
Okay,
example.
she looks
She's
good.
pretty.
Well, she's pretty.
Very pretty. Like she clearly made the effort.
Yeah.
You have to make
I mean, the effort. She's living her life as a woman. Like more
I
power
have
to you,
seen
girl.
some trans women though that
Woo!
put
Oh my
biological
God,
women
yes,
to
girl.
shame though. Do you know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. Like,
She's
make an effort.
gorgeous.
Make an
Hold
effort.
up, hold
That's
up,
who
hold
I'm
up,
worried
hold
about.
up.
They're taking
No,
our
hold on.
jobs.
I have something to say about that. Okay, that's the problem, is that a lot of people like to paint this picture that transgender women, because 90% of trans people are like male to female, so they like to paint this picture that they're like so hot and beautiful and like, oh my God, I'm a better woman than you, teehee, and they get off on that, a lot of them. And that's not the reality of it, because the reality of it is they're having to sell their ass for $20 on OnlyFans just to pay for that surgery, because they got to put a whole fucking Cadillac in their face to be passable, because you're working against Mother Nature. You're working against your own genetics and testosterone. And it's really difficult. It's easy for a female to male to pass because that's how the hormones work.
Right.
It's harder in the reverse. So these photos you're seeing of these transgender women who are like super well passing, it's like, oh my God, look how I look better than the biological women, teehee. Like, look at them actually in interviews where it's not perfectly angled. They don't have the curated lighting, the curated photos, the Photoshop, and all that. Because nobody talks about that. How much angling, Photoshop, and surgery they put in to look like that, and how little of them can do that, by the way, because of how expensive it is. So that's why they prostitute themselves a lot.
Well, surgery for sure, but I've seen plenty of trans women in person that would pass. And I mean, even my husband would be with me and he'd be like, there's like, even to him, he was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So like,
I think
even to him,
I think for Asian male to female, they're a lot more
True.
passable than white or black, for example.
Yes.
So it really
agree.
depends. Yeah.
It's all chemicals.
You know,
Yeah, it's all
and
hormones.
and speaking on a level of like no surgery done whatsoever, no hormones whatsoever, there's a lot of people who are biologically men and they identify as men, but they'll basically do themselves up with makeup to make themselves look like a woman for cosplay conventions. And there are some men who identify as men, are born with men, who don't use hormones, don't do anything, and just by applying makeup a certain way, they look like women, like they pass completely.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm sorry, but there's some behaviors that you can start clocking. Like, I'm just saying how it is. Like, they do certain things that women don't do, and I've noticed it over time, like biological women, and it's because they weren't raised as women. That's why they don't know to do some of these things.
Can I talk about that for a sec? Because I love that you said that.
Go off.
Go off, sis. So I used to be friends with an older trans woman, and she worked with, I don't want to, shade her too much, but we used to go to this nightclub, and she was a photographer, and I would like hang out in the back with a few of my friends, and once in a while she would come back and she'd be like, oh, like these two girls, and she was in her 40s, these two girls were hitting on me, and we're like, okay, like why do you think they were hitting on you? Oh, because they were nice to me. That's a male thing.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
And I remember her saying that to me, and I'm like, just because they were nice to you doesn't mean they're hitting on you because they gave you like a $5 tip for taking their photo.
That's like first time at a strip club lesson. Like
that's
they should
literally,
know that.
That's literally, yeah. Oh, she liked me. She's flirting with me. No,
that's
she
just
wants to flirt.
camaraderie.
Well, and
it's just women being nice.
Yeah,
and it's funny because like for anyone out there who dates women, anyone out there that's a woman that dates women, you know that lesbians are like the anti of whatever I just said. Like there can literally be a girl going down on someone, like going down on me, and I'll be like, oh, nice. I don't think she likes me.
I've done it.
It's stupid, but it's true. Because women are always in their own fucking heads, especially women that date women.
True.
Right.
100%. So exactly what Brittany said. Men, just because you're a trans woman, you were raised as male.
Right.
You were in society as male. You are going to act differently. Doesn't mean internally you feel differently, but it doesn't mean that you're also the same as a biological woman.
I don't like how they sell them that idea though, that like, oh, you can be as hot as a biological woman if you invest as much money. It's like, but you're not being realistic at all.
No.
Like some people are literally, you look the way you look and it really conflicts with how a female looks. You have broad shoulders, you're super tall, you have a very, very strong square jawline. It's not like women can't have some of these features, and there certainly are unattractive women out there as well. And that's another thing I notice is that for some reason, transgender people, like they a lot of the time will say that the state should pay for their surgery, insurance should pay for their surgery because they need to feel more like women. It's like, okay, and then you look into it, but what they're actually getting is feminization surgery. So basically they're like, oh, like only pretty women exist. Like ugly women don't exist. They
Maybe
can't have
I
some of
want
these
implants.
features.
Let's get implants for
where's my laser hair removal?
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Even going back to that topic about, oh, what about transgender women who haven't had surgeries, haven't done this, and it's all in the makeup? Well, there's a reason why I feel like all this really heavy makeup is pushed so hard on Instagram and stuff. It's hard. It's getting harder to tell the difference between drag makeup and women's makeup. They're doing so much. And I think that is one reason why some of these transgender women are more passable, because more, regular women have been adopting this just very thick, dark eyebrows, like
contouring,
faded
filters.
eyebrows, the super heavy eye makeup, everything just caked in all of this contour, crazy amount of contour.
And it's very much an American thing too.
Yeah,
like European countries, they wear
no. Have you never seen a British woman do her
Oh
makeup
yeah,
before?
British and Australian too.
Okay, British
But
is
it's
another thing.
drag
I'm talking
makeup.
like Austria, Germany.
Nah,
like,
Chavs, what
a
they
lot
do
of
is they
countries
take
are not. wearing a lot of makeup.
They put Trump's orange face to shame in England. Let me tell you
they
something.
do.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the TikTok Chav challenge where these women just put orange makeup all over their face and like line their lips with like bright, like light pink lip gloss, and they put their like eyelashes on purposely, like hanging off their eyelashes. Like, trust me, no, like it's
Do you think
It's
someone
like
would
Western
listen to-
Ganguro.
Do you think someone could listen to us having this
She's like, I'm
conversation?
out.
Uh-oh. Who do we lose? Who do we
Mic
lose?
drop.
She said, I said what I said.
Who do we lose?
She'll come back.
Ashton.
Oh, Ashton. Okay. Do you think someone would listen to us having this conversation and be like, you sound like threatened? Like, you sound worried that like trans women are gonna like
I
out
ain't threatened
you.
because any man I want isn't gonna want to date a trans woman. Like, I'm sorry. It's just the fact.
I think this is a perfect time to play.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say, Chrissy, like, yes, I'm threatened in the sense that I'm threatened that my identity is being lost. I'm threatened in the sense that I can't compete in my own sport field. That's being lost. My spaces online to even discuss philosophical ideas or about my own biological needs and issues is being lost. So yeah, those parts are threatened, but certainly not the looks part, especially when they have to invest so much time and money just to look even remotely passing most of the time for most of them.
This is a great time to play Dave Landau's Normal World. Shout out to Dave Landau. Hold on. Whoop.
I identify as a man, but my pussy, that's a different story. When I'm on my menses, yikes, I've had to throw away furniture.
Nice. I see you're on one of those tough menstruations.
You know it, girlfriend. It's only 9 a.m., and I've already had to change my pants twice.
You need to try Man Packs Pearl Harbors. They'll sop up that canal in no time.
Man Packs Pearl Harbors, but are they safe and easy to use?
One of those things. Just use the smooth applicator to shove it up there. Or down your dick hole against God's will.
Wow. Thanks, Man Packs Pearl Harbors. You're the bomb.
Oh my god.
Yay. Shout
Yeah,
out
the
to
other
Dave.
day I saw this video of this. I'm sure you guys all saw it. It was all over Twitter. This transgender person, and they were pretending to have a period, and they were like, Someone next to me started. I was literally on my period, like literally like hanging on the counter, like holding my uterus, like in pain. And the person next to me, like, thought it'd be funny, and they started playing the video because it happened to be on the timeline. I'm like, and I look over, and like, can you imagine the level of like discontent when you're sitting there dying on your period, someone's just playing the theatrics of it and they're doing it for fun? Like, fuck you for that.
There is some, and I mean some as in like 3% truth to what that trans person was saying. They don't experience periods. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
They do experience cramping, like, but not necessarily there, but they experience pains, but that's because of the hormones you're taking. Your body is not used to, nor should it be. Your body is not naturally receptive to that hormone that you're putting
And
in
it's
the
not
body.
healthy.
It's not healthy necessarily, right?
And men
Yeah,
have
but they
a
put
lower
ketchup
pain
packets
tolerance
up
as
there.
well.
You
True.
might experience.
Oh, that is true.
You might experience certain types of pain monthly,
right?
Because of because you're taking in these hormones that aren't natural, natal to your body, rather.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that it's a period. So
yeah,
the tiny percent of truth is yes, they do experience some cramping, some pain.
I didn't also,
but nothing has to do with having
Buck
a
Angel
flow
has
or
talked about
period
this.
or anything what they're
It
calling
is
it.
not to the same degree.
Buck Angel, who's female to male,
I love
Buck
Buck.
has talked about this a
He's
lot.
cool.
The whole like, and he's like an OG conditioner. Like they didn't even
Trampa.
know what to give him. Trampa. And basically, like they did not have him on the right meds or whatever. They just didn't know what to do. And like basically, like he describes like his insides, like all his lady organs, like basically like dying and that he wasn't saying like getting infected, but they were basically like atrophying and like just crazy pain levels, and they had no clue like what to do for him. And
it's a good thing.
he's super fucking based, and
he's great.
He is. He's cool.
I just hung out with him when I was in LA.
Understands the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Link.
He calls himself. What does he call himself? The Trampa, but he calls
Trampa.
himself like an OG tranny. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll literally call himself, I'm a tranny. And he says, he's like, I'm not a trans man. I am a transsexual, he says.
Oh my God. What is this? What is this?
Yeah, so don't touch plastic bags, guys. Don't touch receipts, stay
Oh,
safe out there.
no.
Wait, what?
Transgender
is-
people in Italy
What?
cooking plastic bags to get estrogen.
How?
Oh,
What?
no.
This looks like rice pudding.
Wait, what?
That is
that's
not
estrogen.
healthy.
Wait, transgender people in Italy are cooking plastic bags to extract their estrogenic chemicals
That
as their
is
HRT
cancer
pills
soup.
run out.
It's basically cancer
It is
soup.
cancer soup. Holy
Wait, you can get estrogen?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I keep seeing. Is that a
that's
slur,
so
by the way?
funny.
Because
That is
I did not
so
even see that
fucking
word
funny.
until yesterday.
Dude, I am so mad I didn't think of that first. That is so funny.
What?
I've never.
What?
I can't. I cannot. It's so funny to me. Stop it. I love a good pun. I'm just a fan of puns. I don't care
It's
what it means.
creative.
Why?
Yeah. Thank you, 3Y3.
I have to look up that word because I've been seeing it.
What does it mean? I don't even know what that means.
Hit the like button. You bunch of
Let me look.
bingers.
Oh, a trans and cartoon.
Oh.
Troon is trans cartoon.
Like
Okay.
Tiny Toons.
Oh, like trans people will never fully transition into what they believe they should look like, so they resort to drawing or commissioning cartoon avatars. Oh, so it's transgender people who have like those
the
Steven
animal
Universe
frequency.
style art icons. Okay, I
This is
got
from 2017. This came up when I was just searching for like trans period. What? I'm so curious.
feel like.
I think it feels like kind of when you get hit.
This
That's probably
was in
similar.
2017 when it
Or
was
I've
like
had kidney stones before, which
Kidney
I've heard is more
stones.
painful. So sorry, ladies, not that bad.
Oh,
yeah.
really? Kidney
You
stones
guys are
suck,
about to
but it
feel
is
what
a
it's
different
like to have
feeling, a
menstrual
completely
cramps using
different
this special
feeling.
device. Okay, it's really
I
a
remember
muscle
these
massager
videos.
that
A lot
sends
of videos
electrical
were-
pulses to your nerves. But if you turn it up high enough,
Wow.
you'll feel it.
Shut up.
I wonder if these are being sold to people who are transitioning so they can actually like I wouldn't even be
You
shocked.
just
or
tapped into an
Oh,
entire
maybe.
people.
buying these up. Be like, oh no, I
That's
feel
time
it.
of the month.
That's
Let me
not what
plug
it
in my pain machine.
It's not as bad as like working through it.
How mental ill?
What?
How mentally ill?
Not.
Why?
It feels like you have to go to the
I'm
bathroom,
sorry,
but
what
like
was
all
that?
day.
Yeah, it's hard to pay attention. It's definitely. Oh.
I have a TikTok about this you might want to see, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
these girls get I think their dad or their grandpa to do it, and their reaction to it, how they're so over the top. It's kind of funny.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Can you play
You
it?
see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
this is
no.
God bless TikTok.
There.
This is what people are doing over their Christmas break.
Look at me here. Not here. Women's lower. Down. You fucking suck. Lower all of them. Lower.
Oh my god, they're yelling at
Lower
him.
'em. Why are they yelling at him?
I know.
Jesus.
Calm down.
I
He's
know.
a man.
Good.
You want to go pick up the kids at daycare?
And they slowly increase the intensity.
Right.
Cramp, buddy.
No, it's not.
Oh, no. It is, Pat.
This reminds me of when I make people ride the motor bunny at Compound Media, except it's like a vibrating saddle. All right, maybe it's
They
different.
slowly get more aggressive too.
What's a motor bunny?
It's like it's a saddle that vibrates. It's like
Oh, wow.
Why?
there's for fun. It's like I don't know. People have like cum on it and stuff like that. It's like-
Ew!
not on. I mean, they come, but it's not like it doesn't go everywhere. But it's just fun. I don't know.
Where should I be? Howard Stern?
Kind of, yes.
Okay,
Before
well-
he was woke, yeah.
Is this a TENS unit that they're using, or is this something else?
It's a period simulator.
A period simulator, so it's an actual thing. Okay.
He's halfway there.
Half?
Cramp is like.
Oh, you've had your period.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
You know what it's like? What does it feel like? Could you please explain it?
Right, it's like a Sibian. Thank you, chat.
Earth to pack?
Of course, he's not trying to like complain.
Right.
Yo.
What's he like? Yeah, you said 7.
Yeah, I know some women that they can't get out of bed.
You know what? You have to make a presentation. Can you do it? You do it. You'll be okay.
You see how passive aggressive they're being? They're like, "Are you ready to go do the groceries now?"
Oh my goodness.
Why down my leg?
Take it to a 10.
You're like, put one on his dick.
Oh my gosh.
I still haven't seen you stand up.
Wow.
Stand up, good boy.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either. It feels wrong.
Why don't they have like a what it feels like to be a man simulator and then make you go work in a coal mine for 2 years?
or take a punch and keep going kind of thing.
Oh, I know what that feels like. It's like when you open a pickle jar and you can't. That's our simulator.
You guys are funny.
Or like, go work on this building. Go lay concrete. Go work in an auto body shop with no gloves. I don't know.
Somebody said it's a glorified TENS machine. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a TENS machine.
What's a TENS
and
machine?
those things hurt when you put them on way too high. Like your whole body twitches. Like
it's a TENS machine.
A TENS unit. A TENS unit is for usually like they use it for sore muscles or for muscle spasms.
They
And
sell these things that look like vibrators now, where they just like punch. They just punch you, but I'm like, there's no way
massage
people
guns,
are not
I have
masturbating
two
with
of
this
those.
thing.
No, it's not a massage gun. It's
Interesting.
no. I have one in the drawer over here. It's literally, it's like it sends electrical currents basically through your body to your muscles to make your muscles relax. Yeah,
I want one now.
But if your muscles aren't in pain,
not for my
it
muscles,
creates pain, right? So.
Fun.
Or if you do it too much, if you put it on, if it's too high of an intensity, it's gonna hurt too.
That's what I would do. I would wreck myself with that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Virgo the White, true. It's a vacated term from a few months ago. Okay, that's where I heard it before. From Crash. Arielle, yes, that is a TENS unit.
Okay, so it's not a period stimulator. I was like, who the hell would like sell a period stimulator?
They
Well,
say
now
that
they will.
They say it's a cramp simulator. I've
reviews?
seen it more than once, and they have it on different settings. Maybe it's like really similar, or it's the same thing. And it
It's
like
gotta be-
to a
It
cramp.
might
I don't
translate, right? It might translate, but it's
Slowly.
it looks like a TENS unit. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna make your muscles cramp if you're not. Again, if it's like trying to correct something that doesn't need to be corrected. If your muscles are sore, you put it on, it makes you feel better. If you're not sore, it's going to make you cramp. So yeah, it makes sense that it might be a TENS unit they're using.
Like, what is the point of putting that on like your poor dad?
I
Like-
know that's just awful.
Degrading.
Yeah.
It is degrading.
I think.
I mean, I get it. I'll
think
play
the
devil's
intention-
advocate. I get it, but not to the extent that these women are doing it. You know,
I think
And
their
again, they're
intention
not
is
built
basically
for
like,
it.
hey, empathize. Hey,
Exactly.
well,
It's
this is how much
right.
pain we go through. Now
Intention.
go
It's
try to
the
do
intent.
errands. I think that's the
Exactly.
intention, but it comes across as very like, because they were barely aggressive about it. They were like,
Right.
yeah, and da. So like when you
Yeah.
post that online, they're gonna be like, those evil cunts.
Right. And the truth is, if your dad, your boyfriend, your brother, whatever, if they're not understanding, then they're just pricks. Like,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's so obvious how like people don't. Like I could literally go in bed and sleep for the whole day when I'm on my
Yeah.
period. I don't have bad cramps, but my body just feels like no. Like that's the answer, no.
Yeah.
I'll just sleep for hours. I'll wake up, eat, and then go back to sleep for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So if somebody that you're dating can come in and see you doing that and not realize the extent of how painful it can be, or
Just draining.
just draining,
Yeah.
draining, unintended, then you just they're just an idiot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Happens at the doctors too.
I'm gonna head out because I am on my period.
Perfect. What a perfect segue.
I'm exhausted. I tried my best to last an hour and a half, and I did.
You did
so
great. You did
I'm
great. Thank
very
you so
tired.
much for coming. Tell the good people of the internet where they can find you, what you're working on, what's coming up.
Lots of I do mainly, I would say, gender ideology critiques. I would say is where like my channel is headed at the moment. Melonie knows.
Yeah.
And I post every Sunday on my YouTube channel. You can just look up Arielle, youtube.com/Arielle. I have a vanity URL because when YouTube didn't hate non-leftists, when I was considered on the left, they gave me their vanity URL.
Oh,
I got in early
vanity
on
plate.
that ship. Yeah.
I love
But
it.
yeah,
That's cool.
I'll have everybody in here on my podcast soon too, for sure.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah.
We love you so
Seven
much.
people is seven women is too many women for me. I'm like a one woman kind of girl. You know what I mean?
I know we're all syncing up.
You guys are all too many of you. But
Thanks, Arielle.
I'm
Love
exhausted.
you.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This was fun.
Of course.
Bye.
Come
Nice
back
meeting you. Have a good
anytime.
night.
Bye. Thank you guys. Bye. Mwah.
Love you. Bye. And now there were 6.
And I'm actually about to pop off too because, as I said, I have a new baby, so sleep is
You're a
more precious.
mom. You're a double mom.
Yeah, double mom. But thanks for having me on.
Candice, you're a delight. What is going on with you? Where can people find you, follow you? What's coming up?
So I just started recording, like, I guess you could say, like, the new season of my podcast because I took maternity leave. So just started revving that up right now. So that's Chatting with Candice. And then you can find me on Twitter, and that's Fall in Lovia. So there's like the 2 places, I guess, that have everything. But yeah, so I should have episodes live before the end of the month is the goal.
Ooh, yes. I can't wait. I'll look out for it.
All right. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Candice. Come back anytime. Love you. Bye.
Love you guys too. Bye.
Yes, I did love her cabin background. That was very chic.
Yeah, it was
That
cool.
was nice.
Stellar audacity. There's no women his age having any period cramps.
That's also true.
That's true.
True. Weak eaters. There's a question for the ladies' preferred length. Oh, preferred cock length. He's trying to say. You know, as long as it's like a mouth and a handful, I'm not gonna complain. Or like sometimes you never know. I'm not sitting out there with a measuring tape. Sometimes it's a mouth and a hand. Sometimes it's a hand and a mouth. I don't know. I'm engaged.
I just want
Never
a husband
think
to
that's
fall in
perfect.
love. I just want to fall in love with a man and have a husband, and all the other details will work themselves out.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if you're someone who like has a small penis, I don't know, get good at like the other stuff.
You better be the best at going down. That's your answer. Because you wouldn't be
Yeah,
asking this
basically.
if you were Mr. Penis. So sounds like you need to bone up on your head, Gators. Yeah. Because it's the thing is like you don't like when you meet somebody, you're not like, hold on a second before we go any further. How big is your cock? It's like, no, you hit it off, you gel, you fall in like, and then you figure out dick size. So it shouldn't be the most important thing. Unless
I'm
you're
not
too
gonna
small.
lie, I've done that before and it was really awkward. It didn't turn out bad, but like it was awkward. I've done that. Like because I'm scared. Like, what if yes, like they can learn to do other stuff, but I'm talking about like below average. Like, what if they have below average? So I'm like, oh
That's
my god,
very
what if they're
rare.
gonna cockfish me? So
Most
like,
of you don't.
I don't know how
fall
to
into
go
that
about
category.
it.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but like it's so rare, but still I'll be like I'll like slowly hint at it as I get like further along in the relationship or dating the person. Like as in like, so you don't have like a micro penis, right? Like totally not subtle version of it, or like
I don't even like a micro. It's like just as long as you're not cowbelling me. You know what I mean? Like you don't. I had one. Never forget. It was long. It was skinny. It was a cowbell situation. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is
but guys are never
dinner's
honest
ready.
about their dick size, though. Let's be honest here. I mean, like guys always think it's way bigger than it actually is. Like they'll be like 2 inches and claiming they're like 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what? Like, how do you ask a question like that?
You don't. It's kind of just like, if it really matters to you, then you'll probably break up with them sooner rather than later, and you'll have to say it's for other reasons.
It's a hard topic because it's like really hard to
It should
subtly
be.
bring that up. Unless you're
Hey.
the type of person who wants like nudes or something, but I don't. So like I've been awkward about it before because I was
You
like,
shouldn't feel
it's a
bad
phobia
because
of
like
mine.
men are unapologetic about liking a certain type of how a woman looks. So like both sexes are equally superficial on looks.
Yeah,
But I think
exactly.
women are sometimes more willing to like cut a deal if you're like real funny or other factors.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm told generally men. What did I say? What did this guy tell me? It's the 3 Fs: fit, friendly, and feminine. That's all they're like. Men are simple. Just be the 3 Fs. So I was like, all right. Keeps it simple. Okay, we got some supers to blow through. Send your soons. YouTube's gotten worse. Wanted to mention golf clubs were a thing. Femme Nazis killed them. Had a joke for this, but funny, not allowed on the net. You could still try. Russell Hall, which conservative podcaster was 2 inches, Ashton?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with D. All of the above. That's all
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say.
god.
Wow. Okay.
That's all I'm
That
gonna
sounds
say.
like a Patreon episode where you just go through and you just talk about your ex's dick sizes. I'd watch it.
I could do a show on it easily. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Wait,
Maybe
who
not. I
just
don't know.
said wait, who just said I have a small whatever YouTube will let me send. Okay, thank you. Did Melonie just turn down a marriage proposal? Didn't Melonie?
The key words here. I need to fall in love.
Yeah. This is not an arranged marriage situation. It's gotta be
I need to be
equal.
attracted to the guy. We have to have shared values. I need to fall in love. Then I will accept a marriage proposal.
That's the thing is like I look back at my early 20s and I'm like I remember surrounded by people saying you gotta get married, no eggs, Ashton, you gotta get married. And so I had like this like deep desire to get married to the first person I found. And the problem with that is that you end up dating like all the wrong people. It's like you stop thinking about okay, what kind of person is actually my type, and you just start. I would purposely date people that weren't my type because I thought it'd be easier to like lock them down
Break
for
up
some
with
reason.
them? Oh.
Well, no, I was just so insecure. I thought like my type would never actually like me, so I would purposely date people I wasn't attracted to, which is a really dumb idea.
We all do it. Only women will do some stupid shit like that.
Exactly. Like that.
I used to do it. I wouldn't fall in love. I used to do it till I'd be like, oh, this will be easy cleanup. I'll just date somebody I'm not at all into. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you look at all these different things, and it's like, and then you finally actually like take time to figure out, okay, actually, what do I want? What kind of person am I attracted to? What kind of values I want this person to have? And when you actually start looking for that in a person, you actually do find the right person you do want to settle down with. And then you start to look back at all the wasted time. But I think the idea of, oh, we got to get married right now is really toxic because you end up dating all the wrong people. You end up not looking for the right person to marry. You shouldn't just get married. You should look for the right person
You need
to
to
marry.
wait till I agree with that. And then the thing is too is like, oh yeah, I think that people who find their soulmate when they're like 19, hey, they're lucky. That's great for them. But most people, that's not going to be the case. And if you're discouraged for whatever reason, and you're getting older, whatever it may be, there are single people at every age. People can find love at any time, and it happens. So don't ever get to a point to where you're like super desperate and you feel like, oh, obviously if having kids is your goal, then you do have more of a time limit. Like if that's a have to thing. But other than that, hey, let's say you're just getting older. Hey, people find love in their 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? So
I hate this. You aren't getting. You know who else isn't getting younger? Literally anybody who's alive.
Exactly.
Oh my god, time is passing by. That's so
Oh my
crazy.
god,
no way.
We can't. Literally, we're not allowed to exist in the time-space continuum.
Nothing triggers women like time. That's why none of us are wearing a watch. We're triggered by time. Uh-oh, Ashton fell off. Okay, she'll come back.
Poor Ashton.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? We were just talking about like basically look at anybody in chat who got mad when we started talking about small penises. They're just showing themselves in chat right now.
Yeah, they're talking about how much we hate time. If you just chatted about how much women hate time, guess what? You have a small penis.
That thing doesn't work for me because, like, I get that all the time of people saying crap to me because, you know, I'm 36 years old and they're like, your time's ticking. You're not going to do this. You're not going to have kids. And I'm like, oh,
Stop
okay.
it.
If I don't
People
have
are-
kids, then it wasn't meant to be. Sure, fine.
Right,
Like,
people will be getting pregnant at 40 plus.
I
Like,
know
it is no big deal.
exactly.
We're not dying of scurvy anymore
know.
at 20, like a lot of these fertility stats are based on. So I would say at the end of the day, my only advice, like if I could go back and advise my younger self, I would be like, have the confidence to not date people that you don't like. You know, like just date people that you're serious about, like right away, whether it's 2 weeks or 2 years or the rest of your life. Like, don't waste any time with people you're not like 100% all about.
Right.
Like, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you have to be polite. Don't be like, oh my God, they bought me a large Greek salad. You know, don't be like, oh my God, I met their parents. Now we have to stay together for the rest of the summer.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
What really
go your
sucks
gut.
about that, by the way, is that people will say it as if you can choose, like, to be married right this second. Like, you could just make the person you're attracted to, who's also compatible with your life, just like that, and you're just choosing not to. Like, what's the alternative, guys? For someone like Melonie, for example, is she supposed to like just like choose the first guy just for the sake of getting married? Because that's kind of like the argument I see. It's like, oh, you should just marry anybody. It's like, okay,
that's
what
what
they
they
to the
think
other
we should
person.
do.
Like, you're gonna
Just
marry someone you're not
whatever.
into? Like, what are you supposed to do? What's the alternative?
Right. And here's the
Doesn't
thing
make
too, and I
sense.
I saw someone left a comment on another SimpCast video, and he just hit it really on point, where he said, people who, you know, if you have standards for yourself, if you've done a lot of self-improvement, you've worked on yourself, maybe you're successful, you're fit, you really work on your fitness, you really take care of yourself to make yourself as attractive as you can.
Great curly hair.
People
great camouflage tank top.
People will look at that
tattoos.
and think, oh, you have a million options. But people who put the most care into the bettering themselves have less options than people who don't, because they're looking for people on that same who have put the same care into themselves, you know? So you actually have a smaller pool of people to choose from. Why would some dude who has everything going together, some Tom Brady guy, get with a girl who's like 400 pounds and doesn't go to the gym, doesn't
Oh my God, Melanie,
like,
you should
fix herself
you
up?
should date Tom Brady. Dude, I
No,
think he's looking like
he's out of my
fucking-
league
he's
anyway.
done
He's
Giselle.
out of my league. Why would he
He's
date someone like
Melanie.
me when he could have like Giselle, all these models? You know,
Because
stuff
you're
like
the
that, for
opposite of
example.
Giselle, and Giselle just fucked his shit up, and he's looking for something different now.
But it's true. Like, someone like Tom Brady is gonna have way less options than, you know, someone at McDonald's who's out of shape and doesn't take care of himself, because
But the
most
thing is, like,
people
Tom-
don't put in the effort.
Like, yes, Tom does have all the options in the world, but he's not. I
But
mean,
why
he's
would
just
he
not-
want?
He's
Why
not
would he
going to
want less?
associate below a certain level.
His real options are going to be those top tier women who will match him. He doesn't have options if you count the trash. Why is he gonna want trash? Why is he gonna want to filter through Goodwill when
God
he
damn
can
it,
have
Melanie. Why can't you lower your standards? Everyone's so upset. Like, look, I have a pulse. Melanie, pick me.
Yeah, and it reminds me of like, oh, well, you need to pick someone that's shit, and it's like, okay, but I'm not attracted to shit. So like,
Right.
so it's like, oh, the same people who are like, oh, like, date me even if you don't, you're trans bigot. Isn't it
Right.
kind of the same thing? It's like you're
It
telling
is.
people to change their tastes
And
and their
also, these
preferences,
guys
and they
who-
can't.
Yes, and guys who always say that, why are they going after girls out of their league all the time? Why aren't they? Why do they complain about fat girls fat fishing them? Oh, why aren't you dating
Fat
fat
fishing.
girls then?
Fat fishing, fish sticking.
Like, who wants to be settled for? Like, is that what you guys want? You want a girl
Right.
to settle for
Really?
you?
Yeah, do you want
Oh my God. Right.
You want someone who
It's
doesn't
like,
actually like you? Like, it doesn't make
goodness.
sense.
I want a
Like, that's
guy I'm
gotta be bad
attracted
for
to who
self-esteem.
has my shared values and who has a decent career. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a lot to ask. It's Chewy. What's up, world? And to the ladies who are on, and I gotta say this: thank you, Dolphins, because the Steelers will not be in the postseason F yes. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't really do those
Oh.
sports, but I appreciate it, Chewy.
Are there any super chats for Tuggs? Because she said she has
Let me
friends.
see. Let me see. Let me
We
scroll
need some for
through.
Tuggs.
Yes, JS Pena. Hi, Tuggs.
Hi, JS Pena.
Wait, look at that cup you're drinking out of. This is bougie. Is this Starbucks?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my god, that's so fancy. I saw a pink one like that, and I resisted buying it. I'm like, you know what?
I have one that's like rose goldy pink on top and like white on the bottom. It's so pretty.
But where do you store? Who has the room to store these Starbucks cups?
Not me. I have a cup problem. I have so many cups, and they're not all Starbucks. I have a lot of them, but they're not all
One girl, 20 cups.
Mhm.
That's gonna be your porn.
I am a basic white cup.
I don't know. Who
Poor
would
girl.
have the room to store such cups?
Oh! Wait, show us your cups. You have it in green. See, now I have to buy it in
That
pink.
one's
Now
really cute.
Oh my
I
God,
like the
it's
straw and
beautiful.
everything is the same
Oh,
texture.
I have to go and get the pink one now. Those are so pretty.
These are
Cup
just
show and
in my, I have
tell.
two in my room. I love this
Cup
one.
and tell.
I love this one.
Oh,
That is
this
cute.
one.
My favorite one's this one.
I
The
like
Winter's
that, Chrissie.
application.
Wow. I have all the I have everything I need to go march into Starbucks tomorrow morning and buy that pink cup.
I
if
have
it's still
so
there.
many. It's so bad. This one's my favorite. It's so pretty.
I like that
what
one
is
a
it?
lot.
Is it
I
a
like
snow
both.
motif or is it just like
Yeah,
copper
this was
white?
the winter 2020. This was their winter 2020 cup.
Oh God.
I like that.
It looks like
Do you take those
Is
to
that
the
rose
gym
gold?
or is that
I
just
love rose gold. It's so
It's I
pretty.
love rose gold. It's rose gold.
Yeah.
It's so
is that
pretty.
good for gym or is it just for like around the home?
I have mostly they're for around the house, like water cups around the house, just everywhere. But I also will put my iced coffee in them in the morning.
Oh. Do you have a home brew? A home iced brewer?
How do you make it? I've never made
I have
iced coffee.
I bought on Amazon. I bought like you can find them anywhere really. It's a pitcher that has like a filter in it that
My
screws
sister
to
sent
the
me one
top.
of those.
Yeah, like
There's
remember when we used to
Ashton.
put fruit in
There's
there with an
Ashton.
infuser? It's the same thing. And I just put coffee grounds in it and it cold brews. You just stick it in the fridge overnight. Super
I
easy.
need that.
I don't
Because
know.
I do it
I have emotional connections with the people that work at Starbucks.
I still go. Don't get me wrong. But also, if you bring your cup in, like you can bring any cup, but you bring
Do
your
they
cup
give you a
in to
nod
Starbucks,
like a
they
Sir
bring it.
Anthony
No, if you
cup?
bring a cup from home in, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a Starbucks cup, but you bring your own in and
It
you
does
order your
cup,
coffee, they
Tuggs.
give you a discount.
It does matter the cup because I showed up at a Starbucks with my Dunkin' Donuts cup and they
They roast you every time.
Oh
Really?
no, dead animal. They were like, "What? Oh, really? Okay."
Same
It
if
was
you go into Dunkin' too, that happens. The same thing happens.
I
yeah.
might have well just gone in and be like, "I'm fucking your wife." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. That was the look I got for showing up at Starbucks with a Dunkin' cup. Okay. So-
Yeah, you know what, Chrissy? How many people there had bright colored hair and a bunch of piercings, though? Because that's the
couple.
direct ratio for how mean or how nice the Starbucks barista is, based on how many of them have bright hair with piercings. Because I
So
went to
true.
one where the lady was Italian. It was at the airport, and she just kept apologizing, like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," for nothing, for like no reason other than like, "Oh hey, I want this thing on the menu." She's like, "Oh what? Which thingy?" And then she got it. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Is there anything else good?" She was like so nice, little Italian lady, versus like the bright haired piercings mid-30s Starbucks baristas, that archetype.
It's
Wait, like,
nature.
what is
you know how,
that?
like, you know how the birds in nature, like cardinals, like the brightly colored birds are like the men that are flashy, that are like, God, they're like protecting the nest and whatever, and the women are more like subdued. It's the opposite with humans. Like the brightly colored humans with like a brightly colored coif. It's like those are the ones you should avoid that are mentally ill. All right, this
What
is
is
metaphor
brightly
that
colored animals
hair?
are usually poisonous. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
right.
Wait,
True.
what does brightly colored hair have to do with mental illness, though?
Because
come
for some-
on!
Okay, Ashton, I will explain. Okay, so here's the thing. So initially, people like me were like, "Oh my god, I want purple hair because I want to be like an anime girl." But
Right.
then, guess what happened? All these retarded hoes co-opted that shit, and
Yep.
now it's associated mental illness. And the reason that they color their hair bright isn't to look like a hot anime girl.
It's
the
to
reason they
signal
color
that
their
they're
hair bright.
different.
Yeah, it's to make it's like, oh, I'm different. I'm not like those other girls.
Yep.
And also they do it because you know how children like bright primary colors? They have a developmental issue and it shows through their hair and the clothing that they wear. They wear like very bright, over top childish clothes. Like, yeah, you could dress a little bit younger and like wear a crop top or whatever, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they literally are in the mindset of a child. So that's why they always go for those very bright colors. It's very childlike. So initially it was a different thing.
Yeah.
What?
Like, why? Like, what if someone has like a pastel pink hair then? Like, what if it's pastel?
But it's not usually pastel. Sometimes it is, but not usually. Usually it's like the bright red, the bright blue,
the bright green, the bright blue. That's a telltale sign. Again, if it's chic, it used to just be like you do a stripe here or
Yeah, it
there,
used to
like
just
a
be a
little
little
bit in the front.
Yeah.
Now it's like you have a fucking shaved on one side, green mohawk. It's like, okay, we get it.
But what if you
You're
meet
very
someone who
fucking
has a
different.
green mohawk and like the nicest person ever?
I've yet
I
to
wouldn't
meet
trust
somebody
it.
like that.
Would not trust it.
Show
Never.
me a person
Nope.
with a nice
Nope.
personality with a green mohawk, and I'll be like, I'm wrong. But I've yet to meet someone like
I'm
that.
with you there, Chrissy.
Well, because how they dress is an expression of their inner world, just like how cleaning your room is an external expression of your inner world. People dress and fashion goes based on your life experience. Like, for example, for me, I wear a lot of jackets. Why do I wear jackets? Why do I wear men's jackets that are oversized?
You like the
Well, because I grew
jacket.
up in a dangerous environment. It feels protective. It makes you look tough. So people subconsciously, a lot of the time, dress in the way that their inner world is, and it speaks to their personality. Even unintentionally, you're sending a message to people. That's how
So my
fashion
message
works.
is bimbo, as you can see, is bimbo.
Yeah, it could be. There could be a lot of messages that you're trying to send or unintentionally sending too.
Yeah, or like Fox News reporter or PragerU, you know, star. You could be a lot of things.
I'm cool with the bimbo message. That's the message
Yeah.
I'm going. Bimbo 2024.
All right, Tuggs. I'm scrolling through and make sure I address all of the Tuggs related chats from Cajun Corey. Finally, Tuggs and Melonie on a stream together. Have a good
Yay!
Yay!
Somebody gave me the nicest
The
compliment.
first of
ever in the
many,
chat.
hopefully.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Raider, for the hundo. This is,
Raider!
my God, you're the best. Thank you.
Raider's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. Sending you a virtual
Thanks, Raider.
blowjob. Okay. Thank you. I don't know. I'm engaged. I don't do those anymore. Okay. Let's
No virtual blowjobs.
Dude, I said that during my Connie show. I said I am engaged, which is what female stand-ups refer to as retirement. And then I just said like something to, like just a throwaway line, how I'm like, obviously not true, but like on stage, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing blowjobs anymore. I'm engaged. There was a guy in the back that was like, no. It was perfect because I'm like, is that you? Are you here, honey? You know, it was like, it was so funny. I'm like, guys, relax. I'm just triggering people for sport now. I'm like, I don't even do fucking jokes anymore. Okay, Melanie's my spirit animal. Go effing boom. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Let's see. Anything else here for Tuggs? Ladies, I am here to simp for hot Ashton, hot librarian Tuggs, Brittany, Melonie, and Candice. Wow, not me, Andrew. Thanks a lot. I always enjoy your YouTube podcast. You literally mentioned everybody but me, Andrew. Wow, you're getting banned.
He knows you're
ran
engaged.
characters.
He's like, she's engaged, so
Right.
we're
He's
gonna leave
moving.
this.
He's just moving right along.
He's
Moving
being
on.
respectful.
Get it. Get it.
This is the
Yeah.
nicest. Oh.
Poor
I
Oh my
got
God, are
the
you-
nicest compliment ever. Oh my gosh. How are you
Oh
doing, babes?
God.
Sorry.
Literally, we're all gonna get COVID from you. Thank you.
It's not COVID, it's tonsillitis, which turned into strep. So
Oh,
You're still sick?
no.
yeah, story of my life. Yeah, anytime it's cold, like it'll flare up.
I'm so glad I got my tonsils yanked out of me when I was.
Mine are gone too.
You guys are lucky.
It's the best. It sucked when I was a kid, but it's the best now.
Tuggs, show them the cup I got you for your birthday, says JS Pena.
I can't. It's at work, but it's
Okay.
a purple cup and it's got Johnny Depp on it, and it says,
Oh, yeah.
something. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's at work though. I left it at work because I'm stupid.
No. Oh my God. Can I even show this, Venti, what you put in the Oh God.
I think so, but use your own discretion.
I think
I
so
would.
because it's not really showing anything. It looks like just underpants.
Yeah, it's just like it's so cringe that it's like,
I
oh
weep for
God, should I look at
humanity.
this?
When a grinder daddy is heading over to change my messy diaper. No.
What?
Oh no.
No.
I've seen this guy before. If you go on his Twitter, he has like videos of him playing with the diaper that's full of shit.
But listen, guys, what if he's a nice person? What if he's a nice person you ever met?
He's mentally unstable.
joking.
That's what he is.
I'm gonna click on his profile. Little boy Mikey.
Oh my
Ugh.
This is, crap like that is what inspired my tweet earlier today about how we need to go back to shaming weird kinks because like people who are into that crap, they're not good people. It's like the sexually depraved are bad people. Let's start going back to shaming them.
That's a perfect segue for me to bezounce.
I'm so glad I was about to show his
and throw up
scroll
in the
through his
bathroom.
profile, but then I saw his penis, so I'm so glad it was peeking out the top of the diaper like a groundhog.
Oh,
I was
God.
like,
Oh no.
No, he shows his actual shit and dirty diapers. It's so disgusting.
Oh no.
Did you guys have a segment for this on the Jack Show?
No, he was trending like I don't know, like a year ago maybe, and that's how I discovered it. And I was like, "What the actual fuck is going on?" Because remember how it used to be a big like they were gonna do a TLC show about it, about the adults that want to be children, and that's like their kink is that they're looking for
that's literally map adjacent. That's all in the same realm.
full grown like middle-aged weirdos that want to act like babies. And then he
I had
started
an ex with a baby fetish. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to date somebody. Ugh, no
Why?
thanks.
Like, why would that ever be something to be into?
Because he
I don't
had mom
understand that.
issues. He had like his mom like was really mean to him
Wait,
growing up.
so did he want to be the baby? I don't.
Kind of. Yeah.
He said,
We'd
"Mommy,
be like
milkies."
kind of like we'd be hooking
Ugh.
up and he would go into this other like mental place and he would just like act like really it was I usually can handle whatever somebody's into just about most things in the normal realm, but I was like, it's so distracting of a kink that it took me out of it. And I'm like, this now feels like community service. Like this is like this is no longer for me. This is just labor. Like I'm just giving back to the community at this point.
so
Like
gross,
it was
but
too much. It was
that's
distracting.
Was this before the pee bottle guy?
He is the pee bottle guy.
Oh, that's the twist. Okay.
She's like plot twist.
Yeah, because I remember Chrissie said on SimpCast that was the guy she got right before she got Frankie, her fiance. So, and we were talking about how you get the worst one before you find the right one.
Yes,
sometimes.
the actual worst. It was like I needed to hit a rock bottom with like before I was like, girl, you need to start looking for somebody good. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Being told to run away in the chat.
What was his
I am
name?
gonna head out though.
All right,
I am gonna head out.
Tuggs has to go. Run.
I'm running far away. I'm gonna go take a shower in alcohol or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the while you have a Bible verse behind you.
All right,
But tell
yeah,
the-
thanks, guys.
the good people what's coming up for you. Where they
5
can
Hail
follow
Marys
you.
at a minimum. I don't have anything special coming up, but I'm on Twitch and Twitter and all that fun stuff. And on Wednesday we have Poor Choices on YouTube with X-Ray Girl, who you guys all know and love. And yeah. So thanks for having me on. I'm a little
Thank you for doing it, Tuggs. You're the best. Thanks for bringing your matching cup and sweater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Twinsies. Yeah.
that.
Too many cups is what it is. And I hope you feel better soon.
Thank
I will see
you.
you guys, ladies. Next time.
Good
Love
night.
Love you, Tuggs.
Love
Thanks
you.
for doing it. I think I scared her with that last story.
She's amazing.
Ugh. That's the
Is that
thing
a
is like if
potential on
your
your wall,
kink
Ashton?
is distracting, like you gotta examine yourself. I don't know.
Isn't that a point an addiction? It's not a kink; it's an addiction, right? Like
It's
if
also
you're
like to the point where it's like it didn't even matter that I was involved. It's like this person was all about acting this out. Like it didn't even matter who I was or what I was bringing to it. It's like at that point he was alone in this.
Yeah.
experience. I was just like, this is such a
Oh,
turn off for
gosh.
me. Like it's so
Yeah.
dumb.
Wow.
Ugh.
People are
But
weird.
that's why you guys shouldn't date stand-up comics. That's my advice to everyone.
And he was a stand-up comic. The story, it
Yes.
just keeps getting worse as you
Oh,
keep going, like in
A
stereotypes.
DJ too, Chrissy. A DJ too.
No.
You also have a micro penis. Like,
Oh my God.
Wait, is it the old guy that bitched about you on that podcast?
Yes.
Oh my God.
oh
the
my
things.
god.
I'm not even shocked now. Oh,
Wait, was
Yeah.
it was it the stuttering? Wait, stuttering John's your ex?
No.
No.
No, Ashton. I did not date Stuttering John. And I'm offended that you consider him a stand-up comic. He is a dabbler.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of all the men who talk.
This is just-
Wait, it's that guy? The guy who's obsessively tweeting about you all the time?
No, I don't know about that. I'm gonna put his name in the private chat. Just don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have
I mean,
no
if you-
idea who that
if
even
you
is.
follow- yeah, no one does.
Google.
If you follow my shit, you know who I'm talking about. I'm just trying to not always bring this person up. Gunstar one. I had an age-appropriate woman I was interested in. Then I found out that she had mommy issues at 45. Had to say no to that one.
Wow.
Everyone's got some issues if they're mom, but you got to resolve it. Yeah, you got to work through that shit so it doesn't creep out a future person. Ugh. And that's what kinks are for, to enjoy with a person. You're not supposed to have them by yourself.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And definitely, yeah, Venti, you're correct. It was not good.
Chrissy,
Oh,
what's a
somebody guessed it right.
celebrity?
Yes, it was Joe Biden. That's exactly what
Joe Biden,
right.
that's who it was.
He insisted we shower together, and I talked about it in my diary that nobody believes exists. Just
You're
Nova. I had an ex-girlfriend that baby talked to me. Yes, in the chat, people in the chat, send us your weird kinks. That we're fully delving into this now.
I had an ex that did that.
I had an ex that baby talked to me as if it was a turn on for me. She didn't stop after I told her to and had to move on. Right, because she's doing that for herself. That's selfish.
I had an
Ugh.
ex-boyfriend who would baby talk to me if he ever wanted something I did not want to do, or it's he would always he would go please, and I'm it just made it worse. I'm no, I'm definitely not into it. Sorry. Ugh. Nope.
See, this is called normal. I mean, I know you
Right.
have Anna's face as your picture here, which is honestly a red flag.
fine.
But
We learn
what
from
you're
the black
saying
stuff.
is fine. This is a normal thing to like. And not that we're judging, but it's there is a point where you're okay, this is beyond kink and
I'm
more
judging.
You
Yeah,
gotta
me
fix-
too.
you gotta go to see a fucking therapist. Papa Ooze. Hope you start feeling better, Anna. Don't worry, Melonie. The Steelers had an excellent year and will be back.
Yes, we did. We did a lot better at the end there.
Oh, who's going to Super Bowl?
Well, today was the last day of regular season, so playoffs are going to be next. So,
Do you know who's in it yet?
well, there's still it's a little complicated. I knew
Red
with the
Sox,
Steelers
right?
what we needed to do the criteria, but
The Yankees.
yeah, I don't know who all's advancing yet because there's probably still some game or at least one game on right now, and then I'd have to look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's announced.
Okay, cool. Russell Hall. Was Anna searching Henry Cavill diaper porn? Probably not.
No.
gosh.
Yike.
Ew.
No.
No, I got catfished by some stupid video today. It's I built Henry Cavill his ultimate Warhammer thing, and it had a picture of Henry Cavill and this guy painting. And that motherfucker is really good at Photoshop because Henry Cavill wasn't in the video at all.
Wow.
I know, it got me. I was like, fuck this clickbait.
Oh my god. Super Mastermind doing it on a bed of nails slowly. This is your kink or what somebody
No, that's
requested
an
of you?
Alice Cooper song. It's Alice
Oh.
Cooper.
Oh, never
Our
mind.
love is a bed of nails.
I went to this fun house thing where you could actually lay on a regular, it was flat, and then you push a button and slowly a bed of nails rises up underneath you. And some people were pussies and like jumped off it right away. But I was like, yes, pain. It wasn't even that painful. It just was like, I just wanted to do it to impress people. I don't know where we were when we did that, but it was like one of these like House of Wonders places. Hunter Stevens, NYC is a city of dreams. Glance in Chrissie's eyes and you'll see why. Okay. Thank you for the single rose, Hunter. Joseph Crabtree, greetings, ladies. As always, I'm simping for the gorgeous Melonie Mac.
Thank you.
Also, want to express my support for Carolyn. Yes, shout out to Carolyn. Hope she's doing okay. But you know what? It's a good example of what's going on right now, which is corporations making examples of people.
Mm-hmm.
For what? What do they even get out of it other than heaps of bad press?
Yep.
And to think it's going to take these companies getting more bad press than good press for them to be like, oh, I guess we should stop firing people for who they follow on social media. Marcus Henry, since I know he's going to be talked about this stream, I think the reason why the left and the right has taken to Andrew Tate is because of the same reason. He's really liked by young men, millennials, and especially Gen Z.
Or it's because he's doing very illegal things I can't mention on the stream.
Because he's based. He's so based. I heard he has AIDS.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't surprise me. He wants to sit and brag about being a man whore. Like, bro, you probably so STD infested. That ain't appealing to nobody. That's just nasty. Keep it in your pants, my guy.
Flexing that he's got a lot of women. You know,
sources from Romania officials are telling me that Andrew Tate has AIDS. And again, we're not fact checking this at all. This is someone with less than 5,000 followers saying this, but that's good enough for me. Owner and editor-in-chief of Guns News Network sounds reputable.
Wait, but like, wait a second. We're missing something here. So he has AIDS. Isn't AIDS really hard to transmit through vaginal sex and is mostly transmitted through anal sex?
No. Anything
like man to man?
No, if you're a woman and you have AIDS, if you have unprotected sex with a guy, you'll give it to him.
Yeah, but it's like how it actually works is like there's a very small chance it transmits because it can only transmit when it's shedding. Is how it works, which is why it's more prominent with gay sex versus like vaginal. That's what people say when I've looked into it.
Oh,
it's like something to do with the shedding cycle of the virus.
Tested positive for COVID and then tested negative, and a follow-up precautions are being taken.
Hey, at least he doesn't have COVID.
Wow. Tristan's white blood cell count is low. That's his brother. Wow, Tristan Tate is also taken to the hospital. White blood cell count is low. I wonder if they got jabbed. Tested negative for COVID and has been separated from his brother. Another one in the hospital. Dang. All right. Possibly AIDS. Maybe not. Keeping us on our toes. That's for sure. Top G with AIDS. Andrew Robb. Melonie, your reminder to drink some water or we will all drive 15 hours to meet you. Oh my God. That's funny.
She took 2 gulps just in case to make sure.
How are you doing with the drinking water, Melonie? Because I also struggle with that.
Much better.
A motivational water bottle.
A lot better. I think the biggest thing too was getting my electrolytes balanced again because it only was like a few days ago that I felt like my electrolytes were balanced and I felt normal again. But I just added like 2 scoops of electrolytes to every time I drink one of these and I'm finally good.
Good for you. Good. Push-ups. Mel, I start Tomb Raider 1 after Witcher 3.
Yay! How exciting. You are in for a treat if it's your first playthrough.
Ooh. Mel, what is up with that barking ASMR video?
So, when was this? Like a year or 2 ago? I made a TikTok that was a joke about ASMR artist. And then I had to about how weird ASMR can get. And so then I had all my outtakes for it. I just uploaded it in its entirety. Let me see if I can find the video, if I privated it or not. Oh no, it's still up. I kept it up. Okay, so the original TikTok was just like a joke about how, oh, you listen to ASMR to help you sleep, and then it gets progressively weirder and weirder. And so I did one big long take pretending like an ASMR artist, and then I just uploaded it here in its entirety. And yeah, it's one of my best works.
You doing ASMR?
What?
It's really you doing ASMR. Okay.
Oh, it's me. It's me doing ASMR.
Ooh, full and uncut. What a treat. Ooh, straight hair, Melonie.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
With eyeliner.
It'll ramp up. The point was it had to get weirder and weirder.
Oh, those scuzz. So strange.
You need like ear microphones, like. This is definitely.
It just progressively gets weirder and weirder as you keep watching.
Oh my God, is this really my internet right now?
Oh God.
What the heck?
You know what's crazy, Melonie? That there are guys jerking off to this. To this. This is amazing.
This should be in the SimpCast intro.
This has to be, Frank, I hope you're watching. This has to go into the intro. Oh my God. Melonie, were you just thinking like any noise is going to be fine? Were you thinking like, I'll just do any noise and it'll be ASMR? It looks like you're running through all of the noises that you know how to make. Looks like you're doing scat. Like you're doing
like
jazz.
You're like a child who's like making their own language to talk to their imaginary friend. Have you seen Wedding Crashers? When she has like a fake language, she talks to her imaginary friend. This is that language.
Oh, and I threw in a disturbed ooh in there.
You like a cicada noise?
Down with the sickness.
Yeah.
Ooh, This is so good.
You're like Jim Carrey's The Grinch when he's trying to scare Cindy Lou Who.
This sounds like Minecraft. Oh my God.
It goes on for entirely too long.
Just when you think it's over.
Oh yeah, that's a corn song.
And now you're going into corn. I was a corn. Oh my God, this is it's corn ASMR.
Melonie and I must be vibing because I too have an eyeliner straight hair ASMR thing from years ago. Straight up.
You're like, where my dog's at? Oh.
Someone in the comments was like, my dogs kept barking at this video.
Oh my God.
You're like, I literally bit off pieces of my microphone.
Okay.
This is so good. Oh my God.
That'd be a good alarm.
So good. I'm gonna make this my ringtone. Dude, Melonie, that's like
What's
the best thing I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Holy
that was fun.
fucking shit.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm so confident that I too now can do ASMR.
Yes, you can.
I don't
And
know,
when it's got
Rob.
competition.
Yeah, Imran's better watch her shit. Oh my god, my cat is losing it. This literally has me dying. You know, you hot women live life on easy street. It's like you could just do whatever you want and call it ASMR. Oh my god, that was really something. I know Ashton has to bounce, so I'll give you a chance to do an ASMR rebuttal, Ashton, followed by
right.
your plugs.
I cannot compete with that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that.
Wow. Oh,
Not that. No. Melonie is definitely the queen of ASMR.
Okay.
Goodness. Yeah, I will give her that title forever. I guess. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram as Ashton the Slytherin if you're into cosplay and things like that. I also have an OnlyFans under Ashton Birdie. I gotta figure out how to make it all one name. I gotta choose one of the names because I'm just all over the place. But yeah, you can follow me there. Thank you for the amazing time, Chrissie. It was fun.
You are the best. Russell
You're the
says, "Is
best.
Ashton secretly riding a soy with colored hair?" I don't think so.
No, he does not have colored hair. He has washboard abs instead. So I think I'm doing pretty good with that. Yeah.
Good job.
Yes, get it, girl.
He's the first one I've dated that's like my type personality and looks wise. And
Nice.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
girl,
nice.
don't
Nice.
settle. Get it. Ashton, you had a bad boy phase and a fed phase. Nothing astrological about it.
Well,
Honestly.
you know, that's why honestly, going back to the astrology thing, I'm not surprised that they were all Leos, Geminis, and Scorpios. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Scorpios.
Yeah.
I just can't date you, Anna. I'm sorry. Okay. I hope you don't mind.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Now I want to
Yes.
date you just to prove you wrong.
Yeah. Watch out, Frank.
This is how lesbians are born.
Out of
Okay,
stubbornness.
thanks for coming on, Ashton. You're the best. Love you.
Mwah. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Keep up the good work, and by work I mean cleavage. Now I want to see Venti's ASMR eyeliner.
Yes.
Wait, talk amongst yourselves. I have to pee.
Okay. All right.
She's not gonna give us PASMR, really? After all that?
Come
Yeah,
on,
we
how
Done
rude.
that. I was super drunk at San Diego Comic-Con and I thought I ended my stream and I didn't, and my phone is with me in the bathroom. And everyone got to hear me pee very, very quickly.
Well, at least you didn't poop.
Yeah, because some people are really self-conscious about that. In Japan, they have like the little things you can press to make noises as you take a poop.
Right.
But like, I know people are like super self-conscious. They don't want to hear you go like, ugh, like that type of noise. Oh, whoops! I gave poop ASMR. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. That's gonna be somebody's ringtone.
It is.
Imagine every time you get a text message, ugh, and they're like, "Who's that?" We need to go back to that, like custom ringtones and custom text message sounds. That kind of fell off. I feel like.
Well,
it
I
needs to
mean,
come
if
back.
you're on the Android life, us Android users still do it a lot.
I used to have Android, but then like I wanted a nicer camera and I had to upgrade my phone. So I went back to iPhone after like being on Android for, I don't know, like 6 years. But yeah, I don't identify as an iToddler. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not like those other iToddlers.
That's an iToddler.
It's a slur that they use against people who use Apple because Apple's always like several years behind any sort of innovation or technology, with the exception of the initial touchscreen. And basically, it doesn't let you toggle anything on your phone. Like you can't download like illegal games or movies and stuff because of the way the software is. Versus like Android, you can torrent games on your phone and play them. Not that I haven't played Project Eva on my phone.
No, never.
I would never. That's not me. But yeah, that's why they call them iToddlers, because they're like kids, because they don't know how to actually use a phone. It's just like spoon fed.
Yeah.
But
Learn
yeah.
something every day.
Yeah, I love educating people about the wonders of the internet, like how everyone didn't know that like the thigh gap was popularized by 4chan, or like how
I
the
didn't know
bikini
that.
bridge. Yeah, they're like they every year they do a prank where they're like, "Oh, well, let's make women mad over some shit this year." So like one year they did bikini bridge. It's literally like, okay, and they start making propaganda for it, by the way. They
What's
like
a
made
bikini
taglines.
bridge?
It's Muffin's birthday today.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Muffin.
Muffin is
I
5
just
today.
literally just came in here at the same time.
She's 5.
Happy birthday, puppy dog.
She celebrated her birthday by eating a bunch of toothpaste, and we all freaked out. We're like, "Oh no!" And then Frank is like furiously looking up the ingredients and like how much you can eat to like not be toxic. And then we're like smelling her mouth, and she has like very minty breath, and we're like, "No, Muffin, why did you eat toothpaste on your birthday?"
Oh,
That was her birthday cake. She likes mint flavored.
She also had some peanut butter, and we'll have to get you a puppuccino somewhere.
Whatever you do, keep her away from that one girl that went viral on Twitter for fucking dogs this week.
Oh gosh, that girl.
What?
I
you
feel
didn't
like
hear?
it's a troll, but I don't know.
No, because and it's so funny because it's like a generational thing. Do you guys remember Whitney, Wisconsin? She was a
No.
dog fucker too. Leafy popularized her, and she fell off. And now we're getting like another dog girl fucker. And he
Oh,
made like a bunch of
wow.
videos on her, like, look at this bitch. And now we're getting that again. It's like every 5
Muffin's
years we get a
not
new
here,
dog fucker bitch.
Wow.
That's so gross. Okay, I have to make sure she doesn't eat anything. All right, she's chilling on the bed like a person. Yeah, I feel bad because it took us until about 5 o'clock before we realized it was her birthday. So I think I know why she was giving me a little toot earlier, because she was like, "It's my fucking birthday."
Dogs actually can conceptualize time. They tested it and they said they think it's by smell. It's how they actually track time. So maybe like if you actually do treat her a certain way once a year, she'll actually know.
Well, she definitely knows the deal with Christmas because she's very good at opening gifts. She can like, if you put a bag in front of her with tissue paper coming out, like she knows, like she always is sticking her head in purses and stuff, which is why I have to like zip up purses and put them like high away or in closets and stuff. But she'll stick her head like in a bag, and but she's so good with gift bags. Like she knows to like open gifts, and she'll just like put her head all the way in, and she'll just like pull out the toy. It's
That's
so cute.
cute.
I have a video of it. I should post it.
You
She's
should
so
post a
good at
TikTok of it.
She really can open gifts. She can, but then she starts to think that every gift bag with tissue paper in it is like for her. And she's like,
Oh, that's so
like
cute.
she'll start sticking her head in like all the bags. I'm like, no, Muffin, no. Because she
You
thinks
should put
that
a
there's
special scent on it, like a doggy scent.
That's a good idea.
Like I don't know what dog catnip would be, but like you know what I mean, like a dog.
Just
treat
rub a
style.
steak on it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like squeeze a steak into a bottle with like some water and then just spray that on things.
That also would work on me.
Do any of your guys' animals have weird things they like or do? Like, what are some of the autistic or weird things? Because Petals definitely has one. She likes bleach. She likes the smell of bleach. So, like, and I found this out because I had to use it to clean something, and then she like will roll all over it, go like this, and she goes crazy. Like she looks very high, and it could just be like from me wiping on something very lightly. And it'll be barely any bleach. And she's just losing her mind, rolling everywhere, scratching on the floor, doing her little dance on the floor. She loves bleach. And I'm like, no, Petals, you can't have bleach.
That's
She
crazy.
must be a Zoomer.
I don't know if it's a thing. I think all dogs do it, but they're just like digging in places where there's no dirt. Like they do the digging thing to like maybe like, you know, like find smells or get comfortable or like whatever. But just watching them dig in a blanket is so funny to me because I'm like, what are you doing? It's the same. Like, I laid down new bathroom mats in the bathroom, and she's just like digging them and like fucking them up and be like, okay. And I'm like, all right, you killed those mats. Good job.
I have I ended up getting rid of it because there was a rug in my bathroom that had like the long fibers in it. And my dog, she'll get her little toenail stuck in it sometimes. And she just screams like she just got beat. Just her getting her little toenail tangled. And she does it every time. And I got rid of it. I was like, I'm getting sick of it. Thinking my dog's being murdered just because she got her toe stuck in there.
There's a certain type of bath mat that like we have now. It's like they're plastic, obviously, but they're long. It's like there's like long fibers or whatever in the back, and like Muffin loves to just like roll around in them. I have no idea why. Maybe it feels like a massage to her.
Yeah.
Everything she does is cute. So.
Oh,
it's Spooky.
Thank you, Spooky.
Aww. Spooky almost makes me like cats.
Yeah, he's so sweet. He like every time I'm on the toilet, he always does a greeting. He'll run to me and then like, you know, go on my thigh like with his two front paws, and then like he goes away. Like it's always like a greeting, like hello.
I love how dogs just check on you. Like Waffles will just like Waffles just likes to do the rounds. Like she'll just come through and check on everybody. And like sometimes Muffin will like hang out, but Waffles just be like lick, and then she'll just go.
That reminds me of this TikTok I saw where this dog, it was a golden retriever, and there was like a whole family in the room, and they were like seeing what happens if everyone starts applauding the dog, and they did. Everyone's clapping in the room, and the dog got so happy. He was just like jumping everywhere.
I'm
So
gonna
clap
do
for your
that now.
animals. They
Every
like
time they
it.
come to the room, be like, "Yay!" Unless they eat toothpaste on their birthday.
They're really they know tones really well. Like if I think it's not that they understand words all the time, it's the tone, it's the way you say it.
Right.
Like if I say, I notice because like if I say snack, like they don't respond the same as when I say snack. Like it's a slight niche difference, but they know one means I'm trying to get them out my room, and the other one means, oh, here's just like a nice snack. And they can tell.
God, there's this really, really amazing. I don't know if it's a TikTok or just an internet video where this girl has her dog. It's like this little dog, and she's like, "Well, if I'm talking like this, like he doesn't know that I'm talking about him or two. But if I talk like this, then she knows a voice." And as soon as she started talking like that, the dog was like came alive. It's the fucking cutest thing ever. I like to voice and I talk like this, and I'm like, oh, that woman's crazy. And then I'm like, no, I have a dog voice as well. Like anytime I see him, I'm like, hello. Like it's bad. It's really bad. I'm like, how are you?
They say if you do that to babies, you make them retarded. Like if you baby talk them, they don't learn as well. You should talk to them normally. So we're making our animals retarded because I do the same thing.
No. Upspeak.
So
Thank
cute.
you. They're so cute. Wow, now I feel conflicted. All right. K-Max, imagine if Kanye West attacks were all on straight white men. I think instead of being canceled, he would be celebrated right now.
Yep, exactly.
They'd be like, wow, he's speaking truth to power. Eldon Ho. Not the younger Ho, the Eldon one. When I was was I delusional to think Ashton would be streaming from the bathtub? Happy New Year. Nope, I was hoping for it too. Jacob Broughton, longtime fan. Why are most woman podcasts so boring and SimpCast isn't? He must have sent it before we started talking about astrology. Senior Soont, chat is best. Top G, because they are best character. True. Kalel, Arielle watching SimpCast in the past confirms she is a simp. Matt Scroggins, big issue with the red pill right now is that it's image problem. People think it's encouraging men to get harems, and Rolo's work never says that. Oh, Rolo Tomasi. Yeah, he's another one I want to interview.
Good night, Kara. Kara in chat. She said she's going to bed.
Oh, you're still there, Kara. Good night, Carolyn.
Good
I need
night.
some time to sleep, but I hope you ladies have an awesome evening. I'll chat with you soon. Yes, come on soon. You're welcome anytime.
Yay.
I know I'm clapping. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Whoa, GJJ for 100.
Wow, a high
Oh,
roller.
wow. And then also said nothing, which is kind of like the perfect man. American Badger. Did you guys already talk about Eliza Blue exposed?
What? I don't know who
What
that
was she
is.
exposed for? She's an
For what?
anti-trafficking
Yeah.
content creator. I use that term loosely for her, though. I don't think she
Oh.
actually like does videos. But she
Right.
was on Chrissie's before, I think. Right?
Yeah,
Weren't we on together?
Oh.
She's been on Tim Pool's a bunch. I think she's been on Tucker Carlson. I think
Oh,
like she's
wow.
I think she was either working with or talking to Elon Musk about the CP problem on Twitter.
Yeah, she helped him like get rid of a lot of the CP on Twitter. She was a trafficking victim.
EF, I'm a attractive beast. No women can tell me otherwise. My butt is hunk of awesome. Fear it. But if only you could spell. And use then you'd be really unstoppable. R. James, simping for Candice. Can we hound Tim Pool to get her on the show? Loved you as Eva. Love you even more as Candice. You have a sexy brain. What's your best memory of Eva and also from your podcast? Okay, I think he's referring to like her other what do you call it? Other personality or other like brand. Like she used to
Okay.
do porn as Eva Lovia.
Right.
But now she does like podcasting and shit as Candice. So
okay.
So our James is just letting us all know that he's jerked off to her. Hunter Stevens, Chrissie's a 10. Wow, that's generous. Probably due to inflation, right? Conservatively speaking, but she's progressively leaning 11. Oh, shucks.
Yes.
It's because of inflation. Gunstar 1, drinking beer, watching SimpCast. I'm no simp, but you chicks rule. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Gun. EHF, Chrissy's lighting makes Canadian Bear look like a Hitler cosplay raccoon. I finally took his little Christmas hat off. He's sitting next to a filing cabinet, which somebody actually gave me a filing cabinet.
Oh my goodness, that
Isn't
is
this
so
great?
cute. I
My
love
friend
it.
Marshall and Lindsay gave this to me. It's so great. It actually says like
Wow.
A through H.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what to put in it. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Sega Nerd 91. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I just got done binge watching The Office. Lol, reminds me of simpler times when things were actually funny. Yes, The Office is very good.
Yeah, I love The Office.
Push-ups. Maturity. The only mature one here is Russell Hall. Yeah, right. Thanks, push-ups. Candice. Oops, she's gone now. Should adult sites like My Free Cams or OnlyFans require sex workers to show their uncovered faces? Would it help fight trafficking in a meaningful way? I mean, some people are not trying to show their faces because they have other jobs or they don't want to be canceled.
This goes back to the anonymity question about the
Yeah.
future of anonymity on the internet.
Right.
Jordan Peterson leans away from anonymity. I can see the reasons why people wouldn't like it, but obviously, especially now because people are getting fired and like reprimanded in various ways, we kind of do need anonymity.
Yeah,
I think
we
it serves
do.
more good than bad.
I agree.
What about like submitting like an ID to prove of age or proof of?
Well,
you are-
OnlyFans has ID verification to an extent, but the problem is they accept fake IDs, and it was documented by BBC. So
wow.
Yeah, my fake ID, I used to be able to get through the airport and everything.
Wow.
They're like,
Yeah.
right this way, McLovin.
It helps, but it's like it's definitely not foolproof. But it does add a barrier to entry for people, at least people who don't want to put the effort in, or dumb people, or helps a little bit. Like Louisiana recently had it so that you have to submit an ID to watch Pornhub, and they were really upset about that because like, oh, we're losing money now. It's like, okay, so you're upset you can't profit off of potential trafficking,
right?
Like it was really fucked up. But yeah, it helps, but it's not foolproof.
Okay. Biolithic. Chrissy, what do you think of Norm MacDonald from David Law? Also, hi, Melonie. Oh, one of the funniest guys of all time. Died too soon. So great. So great at like deadpan. So great at sarcasm. Definitely, undeniably one of the greats. Push-ups. Candice. Oops. She's gone now. Any opinion on Venti's critique of porn? Ooh, I don't, even though she was here, I don't even think she would know what Venti's critique of porn was, because I don't know that she's familiar with Venti's content. So I think she would have answered like live and let live. Like, I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Hall, did Brittany just give up and decide to go plus size? Oh, this is from when you were eating pizza.
Oh yeah, I had to eat it like that because I don't own a pizza cutter, and apparently the frozen ones don't come pre-cut, so had to eat it like a disc.
You're gonna hear first. Venti likes it uncut. Jeremy Gooch, I would watch this just to see Brittany fight her cat while she eats a whole pizza. Amazing.
You see how he's starting with
Yeah,
me,
he's
right?
trying to play with your hair. It's so cute.
Aw, it is cute. Thank you, Josh Kelsey. Photo 20. David Trapko, Stefaniak. Man, too bad white privilege didn't exist in 1914 through 1920 in Canada. A lot of men had to spend time in internment because of World War I. Just glad I was born in the 90s, not 1914 to 1920. True. But you wouldn't have had the internet back then, so life would have been easier in a few different ways. All right, let me squirrel through and see if there's anything here for Anna, because I know Anna wants to scram.
He is obsessed with my necklace. Do you see this? Like, I can't get him off.
Oh,
He's always biting at your necklace. He's like a baby.
I know. Look, no matter what I do, he's just like persistent.
I hope he doesn't like ruin any of your jewelry that way.
He broke one of my bracelets because I was just hanging around and he went like that and it just like snapped off. And it was like a nice piece too. It was like $100 and he's still going at it. It was the same brand as this one. Probably likes that type of metal or something.
Is it that same one, that girl with the YouTube channel? What's her name? Like, what the fuck's her name? You bought a bunch of like necklaces from this girl. It was called
HRH Collection.
Yeah.
She was on Dr. Phil recently talking about woke culture. And she was like, I wish I got to see the full thing. They only have like the 10-minute version, but she was just like on point the whole time.
I'll hear it. Nate was hospitalized. Yeah, from being a top G.
No, guys, it was the Matrix.
But only the pets are on
Oh,
cam.
that'd be hilarious. A pet special episode.
That's so cute. Russell Hall. Anonymity on the internet is absolutely crucial. I don't even know what I'd do if my secret chat roulette identity were ever made public. Yeah, I think people can be more honest when they're anonymous, which is like, you know, good and bad. Sega Nerd. Hey, Mel, I want to thank you again for inspiring me.
Thank
Smiley
you, Sega
face.
Nerd. That's so nice.
And we don't even know what you inspired him to do.
Go to the gym, I think.
Ooh,
That's my thing.
Monetize those poop sounds, Britt.
How about I monetize Spooky trying to break my necklace for the entire stream? Like, I literally.
He's like,
oh my god! Hold the phone. Let's...
He's fighting me. He wants it so bad.
Wow, he just wants to bite it. Look at that.
He's trying to rip it off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Spooky.
No,
Let's
Spooky.
give Spooky a necklace of his own.
Yeah, I should.
Oh no, Anna's gone. Fuck, Anna. I would have done your fucking plugs. Why can't you do like that?
He's
God
like,
damn
all right,
it. Follow Anna at that Star Wars girl on Twitter. Watch her, check her out on the Jack Show every Thursday night. Sometimes it's on her channel, sometimes it's on Cecil's, sometimes they mix it up. Damn it, she's gone. All right. Hunter Stevens, Chrissie, the only real woman in Manhattan, a goddess among. Oh, stop it. Crash Mono, physical therapists use TENS units to contract muscles that patients can't use themselves yet. It'll definitely cause cramps on a high enough setting. Interesting. Russell Hall, I bought a TENS unit to help my muscles heal faster. All it did was make me want to eat chocolate, ice cream, and watch Sex in the City. Her. MK Solid. How often do you girls get catcalled or flirted with when you go to a store? Honestly, not often enough.
When I was in New York, it was constant, like every block, but it's not because I'm hot. It's because they do that to any young woman in those areas.
It depends what you're wearing. Seriously, like I'm often wearing like a jacket that covers my butt. And if I'm wearing a cropped something, then you do get more. It's like you make subtle changes to your wardrobe depending on like if you're open to that or not.
I remember being really frustrated because I thought that was the case too. And it can be a factor. Obviously, like they'll think, oh, you're asking for it or whatever, or you want the attention. But there were times where I went completely covered up with no makeup and I still got harassed nonstop. And
That
it
was me in
It's
LA.
a different vibe in New York than
Yeah.
it is in like Texas. It's different. It's not a good feeling.
I remember in Los Angeles that happening when I was just wearing sweatpants, a hoodie, no makeup, hair was just thrown up in a messy bun, and someone was being really gross that day, and it made me extremely uncomfortable. And I was thinking, out like this, looking like a mess. But yeah,
You're gonna miss it one day. No.
no, and you know what though? Like I don't. That's the thing is just like someone doing a random little cat call or something. As long as they're not gratuitous and really disgusting about it, it doesn't really bother me. But again, like Brittany was saying, it's different where you're at. Like here in Texas, it's never bad. I've never had anybody be gross or weird like that here in Texas.
Yeah, I haven't had anything too bad in Texas. So I see why now when I complained about it in New York, why so many people were like kind of gaslighting me. It's because they're in their area, it doesn't happen. But in New York, especially in the bad parts, it's constant. It's really bad.
Yep.
Especially in summer. Like if you, like Chrissie said with the clothing, if you were to go out in New York with shorts, good luck. Like I would never.
In summer, it's like, okay.
Yeah, you should be able to wear shorts, but I wouldn't recommend it in New York. Not how it is now.
Unless you're literally going from like cab to place. I don't know. If you're not doing a lot of walking, then wear whatever you want. But Godzilla's greaser. Great show, ladies. Today is Elvis's birthday. So here's a toast to the king.
Oh yeah. Elvis is like my 5th or 6th cousin. Fun fact. Yes, he is. On my mom's side.
Oh no. Did you watch the Elvis documentary?
No, I didn't.
It's not that good.
Really?
They glossed over a lot of important shit. And,
Wow.
I don't know. I just get triggered at the sight of Tom Hanks these days. I'm just like,
Yes, that's
How are you
my
not
thought.
locked
That's why
up?
I haven't
Yeah.
watched that movie, is because I don't like Tom Hanks. And after all those pictures he posts on Instagram with like baby shoes and stuff, that's why I haven't watched it. Yeah.
He's in all that shit. I hope they arrest him one day. Deranged lunatic. Brittany, thanks for Rick, the dating site mug shotties.
Oh my god. Because like I was talking about how men go on there and they'll be like, woman cut off dick of boyfriend. They'll be like, would, because like she's attractive in the mugshot.
Wow. That's funny.
It's a whole
stories
Twitter
on-
account.
Melonie Patriot here. We'll message sometime if that's okay. Ooh, are you interested in a moon?
The moon landing was fake.
This moon is into you. We will message you sometime if that's okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna drive 15 hours?
No, please don't do that.
Please don't
I'd
do
rather
that.
you send a DM request than do that.
Send your soon. How many of us need paratroop through Mel's ceiling before she says she'll marry Chad? Romance just falling out of the sky? What? This was not a complete sentence. I would advise you to try again. Russell Hall, my finger game is on point. Thank you very much. Okay. I was a gladiator. What do you think of people who say you shouldn't find your happiness in a significant other? I think that's totally false. We are biologically wired to find a mate. Yes and no. I don't think you should look for your significant other to be your only source of happiness.
Yeah.
Because that is not fair to them. They have a life. Their job is to make themselves happy and like whoever they're like responsible for. You should be able to fill your own cup.
Yep.
And that person should just be like gravy or
they can like
hot
complete
fudge or-
you, but you need to be still good on your own, but that person will complete you.
You definitely should. Like once you're in a loving, trusting relationship, like before you meet someone, you should be able to make yourself happy, and that person
Right.
should just be like an enhancement in addition.
Yes.
You should gel. You shouldn't be like, I need to find you to be complete, because it's like that's desperate energy.
Exactly.
Not going to be good. But yeah, when you've been with somebody a while, you should absolutely feel like we are two halves of the same thing.
Yeah.
And you should be like, oh, I want to make this person happy because it makes me happy. That makes sense. Like your goals are their goals.
Yep.
And vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So not all the way at the beginning, but if you've been with them for a while, then yes.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also happiness it's really annoying to hear this though. Is made within, it's self-generated. And at the same time though, it really does make someone who's a romantic seethe when you see somebody who just finds the person for them at like 18, 19, 20 years old, and they get to be the damaged one and their partner heals them and gives them unconditional love. And it's like, why can't that be me type of thing? I get that too. So I really get both sides of it. But at the end of the day, it actually is about generating your own happiness, and that attracts the other person. And
but now that I read this again, you come off to me as very much a giver, which is for the right kind of like woman is going to be great. Like it's just, I can tell by what you've written here is that you are a giver and you like to make the person you're with happy.
Yeah.
That is different than like you are
right.
empty and lacking and you're looking for that person to like fill in the hole.
Right.
Everything's fine. The gators. We gators don't bite that hard. Just because you had a large Greek man toss your salad doesn't mean we can't find alternatives. Okay. Joshua, I want to find a woman who will yell at me in the same way Brittany yells at people for throwing eggshells away.
Yeah, I was doing a bimbo bistro and I was like, you guys don't get it, because they were getting on my case about putting the eggshells back in the carton. I'm like, you guys don't get it. If you put the eggshells back in the carton, it makes it so your trash doesn't stink. You just throw it all away once all the eggs are empty. That's the most efficient way to do it. Yeah. But then I had another clip where I was putting the eggs into my little trash bag, but it wasn't because I was being a hypocrite. It was because I only had those two eggs left in that carton, so I just threw it away.
I know the feeling. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, so you'll use an egg and then put the eggshell back in the fridge with the other fully intact eggs? Like you'll put
that's how I do it. I put them in the carton. Yeah, I do that
next to the intact eggs.
Yeah,
yeah. Because if you throw it out one by one, not only are you dragging this goopy stuff all over your kitchen, but also your trash stinks now.
Wow, this reminds me of one of my roommates. I used to live with Susan, who was 65 years old. I found her on Craigslist. I lived with her for 4 years in Astoria, Queens. She was militant about the trash. Like food garbage, anything like basically eggshells or food or like peels or anything had to go in a separate like plastic bag. And then she was like fucking obsessed with recycling. And I was like, I got news for you, Susan. Nobody fucking recycles. It all goes to the same fucking shithole. Like compost.
Maybe she grew up in a bad environment though. Maybe she grew up with a lot of roaches and stuff like that. Because some people they'll have something traumatic like that happen to them and then they become clean freaks.
She was anal about the trash. Like the food trash had to be totally separate. Ugh. Don't ever live with anybody from Craigslist if you can help it. If Mel put on another 100, I could get on board. You mean pounds?
I'm supposed to be like 200 pounds. I don't.
He's like, you'd be great with 2 or 3 more chins. Oh, sup, Cecil? I only date girls that have completely run out of hope. The quality I most look for in a woman is despair. It's actually working out great. Cecil's getting into great shape. He can get it. He got divorced. He's back out there. He's single, ready to mingle.
He's speaking on behalf of the chat too.
John Beert, thank you for becoming a member. Gators again. So here's my problem. It's too thick and nobody can take it anywhere. Advice? Are you talking about your penis?
Your girlfriend?
He's being very mysterious in these chats here. Brian, what is the female obsession with Starbucks? I must discover the secret. Is it genetic or can women just not make their own coffee? I would say both.
I
You know what
I
it
think
is?
it's because the equipment's expensive too, though. Like you can't just go and make a fucking peppermint mocha in 2 seconds. Like that's
Feminine,
just
feminine men are obsessed with Starbucks too. Like that's a red
True.
flag
Starbucks
for
is
me.
very feminine.
That
That's
is a
what it
very
is.
red flag for me. A guy who's obsessed with Starbucks. No thanks.
That's an X.
And I know
You
you
know
made a
why?
TikTok about that once, Brittany. I related so hard. I was like, yes.
You went Starbucks? Wow.
You know why it is? Starbucks is feminine because of the attention that they pay to you. It's like all the specialty drinks, all the different options, all the different milks, all the different seasonal changing themed drinks, the name on the cup, the app, the specializedness, the fucking you get points if you spend a certain amount of money. It's all
Man,
very
one of the
feminine.
worst first dates I've been on, the guy ordered oat milk in his Starbucks, or not Starbucks, his
run,
coffee, and I was like,
run.
I'm done.
Check,
This ain't
please.
gonna happen.
No.
I did a shit test once. I was with my female friends, and there was a guy, and we were at a wedding, and they shit tested him basically by saying like, oh, I bet if we say like get this drink like to be masculine, he'll get it. And so like everyone just started saying like casually like talking about, oh yeah, men should get that drink. Then later on we went to Starbucks and he actually ordered that. Like he
What
took
drink
it
was it?
serious.
Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. We were just shit posting and he actually fell for it. It was really funny because we were talking about how it's an ick for men to drink like milkshakes at Starbucks. So
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
it was funny. He ordered that specific drink.
It's kind of an ick for anybody. Honestly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
I think so. That is true. But it's just
Yeah,
seems
because you're
more
like fat
feminine
if you do that.
So
If it's your birthday, special occasion, you built up
Right.
points. I get it. But like that should
Yeah.
not be your daily order, is like something very sugary
Right.
and
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's very fat.
Borg, don't be fat. Can ladies be turned off if a guy is too good in bed? Oh, come on.
Can a guy be turned off if I cook too good, ladies?
If I suck dick too good. Is that a red flag?
Man, I'm just too good at cleaning. I just oh, how am I gonna find a husband? I'm too good at cleaning. And laundry? Oh, what is wrong with me?
What if
Dang
my
it.
ass looks too? What if my yoga pants are too see-through? Oh my god, Borg, this is a trap. Too good. I mean, no, it'd not be too good in bed. It would be like if you're too much about maybe if you're too much about like game, or you're too like schlocky and like insincere and superficial. Like
What's
but-
schlocky?
Schlocky is that even a word? I've been saying it
I
constantly.
don't know what it
Let's-
is.
Let's make sure it's a real word. Schlocky definition. Oh, thank God.
Can you
it's
use it in a
word.
sentence?
This guy is kind of schlocky.
Latin root of the word?
Jewish word? Where is this Yiddish? Why do I keep saying this? Schlocky. Something such as merchandise or literature that's inferior or poorly made. So like a used car salesman is somebody who's schlocky. Like
Okay.
like wish.com. It is Yiddish. I knew it.
Okay.
In a sentence, schlocky. Of poor quality.
I
Base,
don't want
cheap,
no schlock. Schlock is the kind of guy getting no love from me.
cheap, lousy, miserable, paltry, poor, rotten, shoddy, sleazy, trashy. Yes, shoddy.
Okay.
Cheap, trashy. Like if a guy is like honestly, I would say even like Andrew Tate comes off kind of schlocky. Like just
Yeah.
kind of like there's something cheap.
Right. I get it.
Like someone selling like fake designer purses on the street in New York City is schlocky.
Right.
It's just like, okay. It's a very schlocky comment. Russell Hall, go to the doctor. No, you go to the doctor. Gators, this is great. Paying to listen to women complain. Oh, is that what we're doing? That's a
So what
complaint
he's
about
saying
you.
is complain more and he'll pay you more.
Yeah. Guess what the beginning part of complain is? Come. A literal N. Fire up the wood chipper.
Oh, I think that was for that dude in a dress who's got Kara fired and said those awful things.
That's crazy. It's really given just dudes who want to wear dresses recreationally, honestly, a bad name.
I know.
True. Fire Slayer, simping for Melonie is always good to see everyone here. I shame people often. It's been needed for a while, especially people who play with poo.
Right on.
Yeah, they're basically like, you have to like people with poo who play with their poo.
Oh,
you have to like
no.
poo players.
Stop it. That's too much.
Okay, bigot.
I don't get this whole notion that you have to approve of what everybody does, or you have to approve of everybody's lifestyle, or you're a bigot. And it's like, well, how many of them don't approve of my Christian lifestyle, and I don't need their validation?
Exactly.
So why do I have to approve of all of your kinks or this, that, or the other that you do? You know?
Can we be honest? Is that most of this like equity, equality talk and bullshit is really about superiority and not about equality? It's like, no, stop pretending. You want to rise everybody up. No, you want your fucking people, and you personally want to get more shit. You don't care, honestly, about anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Goonie Tunes, as part of the foot. Oh God, great! As part of the foot fetish group, I feel like we sometimes get a bad rap because some people take it to the extreme. I've never met a chill foot fetish person, by the way. I promise we're not all super weird. I've yet to meet
one of my followers on Instagram is a foot person and talks about it a lot, but is pretty chill. I will say, when it comes to foot people, it's all about what they do with it. Like, if they're just obsessed with everyone's feet, or every single time you have a picture where your foot's in it and they get all gross and creepy about it, then yeah, that's a problem. But if someone is just attracted to feet, hey, that's their thing. Keep it in your relationship, keep it to yourself. And if you and your partner are fine with that, hey, I don't care if you're into feet.
Right.
But it's just
It's
like,
one thing if
don't
you're
be
like
gross about it and
you're
sharing
hooking-
it all
right.
over the internet.
Here's the fucking difference is discernment. If you're hooking up with a guy and he starts kissing up your leg and then he's like licking the arch of your foot, you're like, holy fuck, like, whoa, good morning. You know, like if it comes out of nowhere and you're like, oh, it's part of the package that makes you feel like, wow, this guy's really into me. He's just paying attention to everything. That's one thing. That's good. But when you see any picture of any foot on the internet and you're like,
yeah, I know. Yes.
Like any indiscriminate fucking foot, it's like you have a problem.
It's like when you
foot,
act like Coomer brain with it. Like, so a guy who acts like Coomer brain with anything is disgusting, and feet is one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it honestly, I agree with that. It doesn't even matter. Like if they were into like, oh, they're into your armpits, like, okay, as long as you're onto other people's armpits and like cooning all over every other girl's, like whatever. Like as long as you're not weird about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this is what will turn off if a girl that's gonna be susceptible or receptive to your foot fetish. It's like she's going to be a lot more receptive if you are specifically showing signs that you are into her and her specific feet rather than like you're just into any old foot.
This. Yeah, exactly.
Be a little bit more discerning about your feet, and then that foot fetish is gonna float out much better.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't be like, don't be that literal meme of like the foot fetish guy that's like green and hunched over.
Fucking gremlins talking about, can you paint your toenails red? I hate pink.
Put it in stockings. Mush it in Jello. Put it against my balls.
If I pay you $20, will you paint them blue?
Put your foot in a hot dog bun. My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right? Push-ups? I can't even do one. My brain is dead.
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Push on,
Cheerio. You're really attracted to this.
Crikey.
Crikey, mate.
Top of the morning to you, push-ups.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, my God. Would you like some Earl Grey tea? Oh, my God.
Would you like some beans on that toast?
Yeah, get it. Mark Wilkins. You guys should have Joker from Better Bachelor on to discuss the Tom Brady dating options questions and similar questions. Joker from Better Bachelor. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. MK Solid. How often do you girls get flirted or catcalled when you go out into the stores? Oh, we already did that. We already did that. Russell Hall. Gates McFadden and 2 other girls wrestling in a hot tub filled with red and blue M&Ms. Everybody has a tail. Also, some light spanking is involved. Oh, you're talking about your kink, Russell Hall?
Oh.
Red and blue M&Ms. Don't you mean green,
that
brown,
gay?
and purple M&Ms?
Wow,
The
gay.
female pack.
Yeah.
Did
What
you hear
about-
about that? The female pack of
Yes.
M&Ms that came out.
What?
They have only female M&Ms in this pack, and they have it like upside down, being like, "We're turning the what did they say?
Oh,
Like
the
status
W
quo
and
upside
W?
down."
Yeah.
No fucking way. Let me
Yeah.
find this.
Yeah, this is real.
How do I even look this up?
I tweeted it the
Female
other day,
M&Ms.
like yesterday. Let me check. Oh, here it is. Let me post it in the
You got
private
some
chat.
fast internet, Melanie.
I got
You're
gigabit
right.
internet.
Oh my god, this is insufferable. Jesus, mother of God. All right. Ugh.
And
All
do you want to know the worst
Oh, there you go.
crime?
Get on.
No pink ones, by the way.
Unbelievable.
I know. Come on. And the purple
M&Ms
one definitely has nuts.
to offer all female packages for a limited time. Mars, they're always doing some dumb shit.
They
The
are.
maker of M&M's has announced plans to debut all female packages as a way to celebrate women everywhere who are flipping the status quo. You know, it'd be a great way to celebrate women with M&M's. Don't let any nuts into the bag. All right. No matter how much pressure you get. According to the company, the packages will feature flipped images or upside down images of the brand's female trio spokes candies, green, brown, purple. Each of the limited edition packs, which come in milk chocolate, peanut, and peanut butter, will also contain only green, brown, and purple. This is so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Men,
You know who better-
you won't catch men doing cringe shit like this. You'll catch them doing other versions of cringe shit, but not like this. Not this specific
Oh my
flavor
God.
of cringe. Like, yay, Women's Day! Yay, women candy! It's so dumb.
Women all over the world are flipping how they define success and happiness. Are we? While challenging the status quo, so we're thrilled to be able to recognize and celebrate them. They don't even know what they're saying.
I know.
And who better to help us on that mission than our own powerhouse spokes candies, green, brown, and purple. Let's talk about what you guys did to green when you fucking rebranded.
know.
Okay, you took away her long gloves, you took away her long eyelashes, you took away her fucking
boots,
high
those
heels,
high heels, yeah.
her boots. You took away her womanhood and gave them to the brown M&M, which I'm not gonna go into that.
Also, the purple one looks like that purple dinosaur from McDonald's. You know the one? I'm
Yes.
talking
Oh,
about?
Grimace!
It's
She
Grimace. Brittany, you're right. It's
This
basically
is
Grimace.
meme material right here.
They fucking put Grimace, which is basically a trans.
Yeah, Grimace,
Grimace
has transitioned.
Eminem said trans rights.
Oh my god, that's really what's going on with purple. In addition to spotlighting its female characters and their respective candies, M&M is also planning to donate $1 from every package sold, up to $500,000, to She Is the Music and We Are Moving the Needle, 2 nonprofit organizations working to support women in the music industry. The brand is also giving $300,000 in total to other nonprofits aimed at supporting women and women who are flipping the status quo.
What do they do though? Like,
What does that even mean?
what
I
do
don't
these
know.
charities actually do? Like, is it like BLM where the money just goes to their mansions and yachts? Or
Probably that. I
Let's-
don't trust hardly any nonprofits for that reason.
We're going to go back to that M&M article. Let's see what, for example, Moving the Needle is doing. Who are their... Okay, they're creating measurable change for women in the recording industry. Again, what the fuck does this even mean?
It's a non-statement for sure.
It's all about just buzzwords: educate, equip, energize, equalize.
Flipping the status quo.
Empowering women. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's one. Empowering. I'm gonna get bingo at this point.
Programming.
Yeah.
Who are their partners? Let's see who invests in them. Sonos, Dolby, The Lodge, Jaxta, mixed with the Masters.
I haven't heard of any of these. Or Dolby
Dolby,
Audio.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is their
scholarship.
what does their memo say?
About, you mean?
Yeah.
We are moving the needle as a nonprofit organization supporting all women recording industry professionals, audio engineers, and producers. We are an inclusive organization working to create
shot.
measurable change. What does that even mean? By empowering women in the recording and professional audio industry with the education, equipment, and mentorship needed to succeed at high levels.
I.e., we're gonna give women jobs that they're not qualified for.
Yes. Oh man. You have a vagina? Come work here. Your organization.
Oh, look, they're doing the thing. They're talking about further in the paragraph, which only found that 2% producers, audio engineers were women. So it's the same thing as like, oh, why aren't X male-dominated field where men naturally like to go in? Why are they men?
We're so mad that women are not interested in this, that we're actually going to fucking force this. Ugh,
yeah.
Lordy.
As expected.
Wow.
I'm kind of curious what merch they had. You were going to click on their merch.
Oh, yes. Okay. The merch is horrible as expected. Let's see.
Oh, yeah?
See. We are moving the needle. Are they,
Ugly.
though? Ugly.
Yeah,
You're
it
not
is
moving the
ugly.
needle in terms of merch. This is so lazy.
It is very lazy. Just take the logo and throw it on some stuff.
This doesn't say anything. It's like we can't tell what the hell you're doing. Why is there no music involved in your logo?
I know.
And why are there no women of color representing your merch? This is not inclusive at all.
Why are there no women with penises on here?
Why is it all
This is
young,
a problem.
white, blonde, able-bodied women, Caucasian,
skinny?
This is unbelievable. Yeah, all skinny, all pretty privilege, as they would say.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Can you even trust what they say when everyone wearing their shirts is white?
What was the other one that they said they were giving their money to? That M&M's was giving their money to?
Okay. So that was She Is the Music. Should we look at She Is the Music?
No, that we saw We Are Moving Needle. So She Is the Music is one we didn't see yet.
Okay, let's look at this one. It's probably going to be equally insufferable. She Is the Music. Ugh. Equality, inclusivity, and opportunity for women in music. What the fuck does that even mean? Women are the most marketable. Are you kidding me? Look at Taylor Swift. Look at I would say outside of boy bands have done well. Like an Ed Sheeran, I would say women are more successful in the music industry overall.
Right.
Again, I'm basing this just on my feelings at the moment because I'm angry. Like you could be like, oh, John Legend, oh, Michael Jackson, whatever. Sure. I just don't think
this isn't an issue. Yeah, it's just
What the fuck? All right.
Oh, so there's member spotlights. What does that mean?
Partners again. Oh, Amazon, Universal. Okay, these guys are the partners. Super funded.
Spotify.
Okay. Wow.
UTA. This is all they're highly supported here by all the mainstream. American Express, CAA. Are you kidding me? Disney? Yeah, you guys are really struggling.
I don't trust it with some of these names attached
as a
to
partner.
it.
YouTube, Blackbird, that was the same as the other one. Facebook, yeah, you guys are really struggling for fucking visibility here with Facebook as your sponsor and fucking Amazon and Spotify. Yeah, okay, you guys are doing fine.
Yeah, they need the money from M&M's too, I guess.
Oh my god, infuriating. Okay, let's go back to this horrible article. Through January 5th, fans can also visit mms.com and nominate the women in their lives who are flipping the status quo. I should nominate you guys for a chance to earn a $10,000 grant. More information is available at the official M&M site. The new all-female packs will be available at retailers this month. I really want to get one now, though. Mars' latest announcement comes only a few months after M&M's debuted its purple character, a female peanut M&M. Okay, we know what they're doing with this, right? Everyone's okay. Yeah. And the first new spokes candy in a decade. There's so much about our new. I can't believe there's a trans peanut. trans M&M. There is so much about our new spokes candy that people can relate to and appreciate, including her willingness to appreciate her true self. Our new character reminds us to celebrate what makes us unique.
Isn't it so funny that they chose for the purple one to look like fucking Grimace and they made that one the trans one?
Yeah.
It's got a nut inside of it.
What are they
In
trying to
early
say?
2020, Mars has also refreshed its M&M characters to give them a more nuanced personalities. You know what I care about when I'm literally binge eating chocolate candy is the nuanced personalities.
They're not
of
like
the
those
candy.
other M&Ms, okay? They're not like those
You know
other
what I'm
candies.
thinking about when I'm literally eating to stop feeling feelings is nuanced personalities.
Every time I eat a steak, I'm like, what was this cow's personality before I ate it?
Like literally the only way to eat M&Ms is by honestly chugging them. I've never
No,
met
you
a
have to
dainty
take each
M&M
one
eater.
out.
It's you only eat them in handfuls, or literally you're like a seagull or like a pelican, literally deep throating a whole bag.
No,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
only way
take
to
each
eat
one
them.
out. I'm gonna take all the purple ones out, and I'm gonna throw them in the trash, and then I'm gonna eat the other two and really think about their personalities. Oh, this green one, you know.
Well, I'm
he hit
not a
the wall.
lesbian, so I'm only going to eat the purple ones.
As one of the world's most iconic candy brands, who better to commit to a world with more moments of fun by increasing a sense of belonging around the globe? No, the problem is there's too much fucking belonging around the globe. Let's do less belonging.
I know.
Catherine Slight, the chief growth officer.
What the fuck does that title mean?
Listen, oh my god, how obese do you have to sound? This is like, can you even have this job if you're under 200
Somebody's
pounds?
got to eat all those M&Ms, and she's
I'm
doing it.
Googling this fucking person. I am Googling this bitch.
She's only eating the
right
purple
now.
ones, okay?
Yeah.
Catherine Slight. Her name even sounds fat. Catherine Slight. M&M.
Slightly overweight.
And then Mars. Oh God, please be fat. Please be fat. Please be fat. Oh, all right, good enough. Let's see. Catherine Slight.
Please be fat.
Named Chief Growth Officer. I need to see a full body shot.
Yeah, we need a full body shot there, because some people they don't gain hardly any fat in their face, and then suddenly their body is. They're kind of blessed for that, though.
Okay, kind of.
For pictures.
Catherine Slight. Oh, come on. I should not be scrolling. This
Yeah,
is
you got to be careful with that.
Risky.
Catherine
Well, she looks
Slight,
kind of a little
Mars.
chubby in the second picture, at least.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably a reason she only shows face pictures.
Yeah. Wow. My favorite part of this M&M article is at the bottom where it says suggest a correction. I'm going to be like the whole fucking thing.
Oh man.
Let's see.
Have chat help write the letter. What should we have in here, guys?
Yeah, we need help with this.
Okay, so suggest a correction. As a biological woman, I feel that the purple M is erasing my place in society as a biological woman. I'm gonna say just start with that.
And also the fact that because the purple M&M is there, nobody's gonna eat the green and brown M&Ms because they're competing with their existence.
I am worried people will feel pressured to eat the purple M&Ms or else be called transphobic.
This is female erasure.
Erasure. I am also concerned the purple M and M's will begin to outperform the brown and green M&Ms.
Someone has to add equity.
Biological
advantages.
And add in there like that they should add a
Everyone
pink
knows
M&M.
they have nuts inside them. It's obvious they have nuts inside them. What else should we say?
Pink M&Ms.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Where are the pink M&Ms? What's another girly color?
Baby blue.
God, it's really pink and purple, unfortunately.
Yeah. Be like the pink M&Ms are getting replaced by the purple M&Ms.
Yes. Are being replaced by the purple M&Ms.
Someone said glitter M&Ms. That's
I'm
a good
afraid
snap.
no
Glitter
one is going to do anything about it until it's too late. And pink M&Ms will be packed in restrooms. Purple M&Ms, and no one will do anything about it. Because
You should go into like, what about the baby pink M&Ms, like the
not
children?
PT.
Yes. What about the baby M&M?
Yes, it is. Yes, I am. Okay. I am probably most concerned about what this means for mini M&Ms. Honestly, I wouldn't trust one of these purple M&Ms around my mini M&Ms.
I'm crying.
And if you're being honest with yourselves, you wouldn't either. Anything else?
Oh my god, I think that's pretty good. Most chat has revisions.
Think deeply about the far-reaching effects your inclusion will have on the rest of the candy community.
Yeah, and talk about what did someone in chat say? They were like pink phobia.
Ooh. Also, what happened to the tan M&M?
Yes, and why haven't they told us the purple M&M's sexual orientation?
Yeah.
We need to know if the purple M&M
We need
plus
to
men or
know.
women.
We already know the green M&M and the brown M&M have been on a date before, so they're at least bi, but we don't know anything about the purple M&M's sexual orientation. This is a problem.
We all can guess what kind of search history the purple M&M has. Sincerely, a humble chocolate fan.
Tell them their pink phobia needs to stop, or M&Ms will be canceled.
Yes. Please also take a look at your pink phobia.
Do better.
And do better.
And then sign it, Karen.
But I've already said my name is Chrissie, unless I change it.
Oh, the email says Chrissie too.
Chrissie quotation Karen Mayr.
Okay.
Let's do a read back.
from the top. I'm going to say, dear growth officer. I feel that the purple M&M is erasing my place in society as a biological woman. I am worried people will feel pressured to eat the purple M&Ms or else be called transphobic. This is female erasure. I am also concerned the purple M&Ms will begin to outperform the green and brown M&Ms because of unfair biological advantage. It's obvious they have nuts inside them. Where are the pink M&Ms? The pink M&Ms are being replaced by the purple M&Ms. I'm afraid no one's going to do anything about it until it's too late, and pink M&Ms will be attacked in the restrooms by purple M&Ms, and no one will do anything about it because it's not PC. That's rambling, and I love it. I'm not even going to edit that.
Yep.
I am probably most concerned about what this means for mini M&Ms. Honestly, I wouldn't trust one of these purple M&Ms around my mini M&Ms. And if you're being honest with yourselves, you wouldn't either. We can all guess what kind of search history the purple M&M has. Please think deeply about the far-reaching effects your inclusion will have on the rest of the candy community. I'll say for generations to come. Also, what happened to the tan M&M? Really? A humble chocolate fan. P.S. Please take a look at your pink phobia. Do better. All right, I'm submitting it. They're probably
That's
gonna
amazing.
Message sent.
Woo! All right.
Yay! I suggested a correction.
We're
Well,
woke. We're fighting that pink phobia right now.
We are. We're making a difference in this world.
It's so
What do you think
easy
the
to not be a piece of
pronouns
shit,
are?
guys.
Yeah.
My
come
pronouns
on.
are eat me. Caper 2X. Ladies, does anyone know Elizabeth Rage? Could she be a good invite for SimpCast? Chrissy, get better, Anna. I'll look lovely tonight. Oops, she's gone now. Oh my God. Thank you, Gators. Christy, you have amazing cans. And I know it probably took a long time to collect them, but the deaf mute is on the proper side of the hot crazy line. And I guess I have to say AIDS. So don't get more AIDS late. Okay. Thank you. But this made no sense. But thank you. Kalel, HIV is transferred through blood, so women can get it infected if there's a tear in their vaginal wall. Are you coming on to me? I think the body produces semen from blood, which is how it gets into that. All right. Power Keg Greg. Hey, everyone. You ladies are amazing. Thank you. Russell
Thanks.
Hall. I never understood why listening to a girl having a seizure into a microphone is better than seeing her naked.
Oh.
And I saw Melonie Mac go boom. Okay. I love your eye art, Anna. Oops, she's gone now. Joseph Crabtree, Melonie's go to the gym vids are the best. Do you really? You just yell go to the gym?
I did on TikTok like a year ago. That was like a year or two ago. I can't remember how long it's been. That was my thing. I'd get on there and I'd have the effect that did like a slow zoom, and I'd basically just yell at people to go to the gym, and they loved it. The more psycho I got, the better.
I need to set that for my alarm clock sound. Because I'm always like, I'm tired or I'm sore from yesterday's workout. And okay, so what's your feelings on working out when you're sore from yesterday's workout?
I think
it's
as long, yeah, I say push through it, and it depends on how you're doing it. Like if you're focusing specific muscles, you can always focus other muscles on the days you're sore. But usually it just helps to push through it, as long as you're not being excessively crazy about it. Like yesterday was leg day, I'm doing leg day every day, you know. Like, but yeah,
because then you'll be lame if you just do the same.
Yeah.
Do you guys like going to the gym? Like I know everyone likes the result of it, but do you guys like the actual like process of going there and sweating and things like that?
Yes,
I love it.
Only because of F45, because you show up there and they tell you what to do every step of the way, and you're guaranteed a good workout. Either if it's weights, like you'll feel like you'll get sore, or if it's a cardio day, like you will sweat. But before I went to this gym and I just was go to like a Planet Fitness left to my own devices, I fucking hated it. Even though like I was an athlete in college, like I know what to do, but I just hate coming up with my own workouts. Like I just left to my own devices, I'll kind of look in the mirror and be like, you're fine. Someone will want you, you know? And I need somebody to push me. And I like the communal aspect of like other girls at the gym were all pushing each other. The coach,
I
the
want
chick
to
who's
try to
running the
do
classes
something
is
like that
so
because
good.
I've been wanting to do more like hit style stuff and actually working out with other people. So I think doing a class or something like that, I think that'd be fun.
That's the only fun workout I've ever done. Before that, it was honestly hellish. And before that, I was really into Bikram yoga. Same thing. You're being told what to do.
Right.
Poof. Before you know it, 90 minutes goes by. You're stripping, like so sweaty. And like with Bikram, like when it was really popular before, it was like it came out that Bikram was like a mega molester. But it's a great workout. So I was torn. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Rapist. But also I was losing a lot of weight. I was like, oh, he's a rapist. I've never met him. I'm like, oh, I look really good. I'm like, what? What's a few rapes if you have a great body? You know? S for Spooky's jewelry fund. Oh, that's $1 sign.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Thank you. You know, it'd be funny. A screen name like or a handle that said Mutang Clan.
Wu Tang.
Yep. I'm gonna get into the Wu Tang. Like, I feel like I would like them. I want to get into more 90s rap.
Yeah.
Daniel Jagger, Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, mentioned she'd be open to coming on SimpCast. Either email or DM her. Okay, thank you so much. This has been going on for months. People have been like, have this person on. And I'm like, I should have this person on. And now it's gotten to the point where people are actually reaching out on my behalf.
There is somebody who I'm not going to say her name, but there is somebody we wanted on here, and she DM'd me a few days ago
no.
and was like, "What is this that I keep having people ask me to be on this?" I was like,
Who?
"Oh yeah,
Say the
SimpCast.
chat.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off chat, but I don't want to just like expose
Okay.
her. Anyway,
Ooh,
she
I'm
DM'd me and
intrigued
she
now.
asked me, "What is this?" And so I said, "Oh yeah, we have a lot of fun. Here's the link to the last one." And it's been days and I haven't gotten a reply. So I think if she saw that and was like, she was like, "Nope." Oh,
What
but
was
honestly,
it the one?
Bad one?
Wait,
I think
which
she I'll just say she does gaming stuff, and she's probably too scared to get canceled for being on this show.
Oh,
wait,
no,
was it
you
the
should've sent
episode
her
where
one
Chrissie
over good.
was it the one where Chrissie and I kept making fart noises at Olivia and she
It
got
was-
grossed out?
It was last
She
week's
was so
episode that I showed.
uncomfortable.
It was last week's episode.
Thank you, Andrew.
But yeah, I
What did
think
we do last week?
she probably saw the intro or something where it's just like, "Hey, can you say happy birthday to my friend Nick?"
Well, this particular I was so worried. I'm watching when I play the intro. This is what I do when we play the intro because Frank, you guys probably know, some of you know, Frank makes all the intros.
Yeah.
But what I do when I hit, sometimes these intros are like 5 minutes long, and Arielle's already like, "How long?" She's in the private chat. How long is this intro? And those of us that know are joking, like Ashton
Right.
saying, "Actually, the whole show is the intro. We never actually talk. It's just all intro." But
Yeah.
what I do when I play the intro is like I'm watching everybody's faces to get a sense of like what they're getting offended at, like beginning in the intro. So I have a sense of like how the show is gonna go. And this particular intro from today is like multiple kind of like N-word jokes in a row. It's like with Stuttering John going like, "Oh, we got a super chat from Nicholas Gurr." And then we have like the other girls. The same joke. I guess it's the same joke from like Howard Stern people, and they're doing it with those other girls that were in the intro. And I'm like, this is a lot of N-word jokes in a row. It's gonna scare a lot of people off.
Well, I think the thing is like she's a really chill, cool person. She probably would if she wasn't worried about being canceled. Because the gaming industry, like as we saw what just happened to Kara, they are pandering to the deranged people out there, the circus and like Purple Tinker, stuff like that. And they've also infiltrated the gaming industry. They've hired a bunch of these clowns like that. So unfortunately, in that industry, similar to Hollywood, where you have to be ridiculously careful, I quit caring and I'm already blacklisted by pretty much everybody. So I don't give a crap anymore. But yeah, I think a lot of people are just scared of that to happen to them.
Yeah. I think if you're out there and you want to get blacklisted in whatever industry you're in, just come on SimpCast.
Yes.
It'll kind of take care of it all for you. Oh, is this Ethan Van Sciver? Don't be fat. Got it. That's always good advice. I'm definitely simping for Venti. Ooh.
Don't do that. They'll come get you.
Gators. Are you into feet? As a woman, no. I'm into shoulders.
Have you
I'm
ever
into
seen women
arms,
into feet, though?
shoulders, arms.
Arms. You can't go wrong with shoulders and arms.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like a well, Frank is very lucky because it's like exactly what I like. And he used to play professional baseball. So he's got like great legs, great ass. Like I love a baseball player ass. It's like, it's just like very grabbable. Someone who used to play sports is the best. McLeod, someone who has to be making those work TikToks. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's Starbucks baristas.
Oh.
Oh my God, Andrew Robb. Grimace was probably canceled, so he transitioned and was able to work for M&M's. Oh, true. He's probably like, I need to pay the bills. Russell Hall, you know what? Don't tell me what color M&M's do to get off. To get off to, and I won't yell at you to go get a knife and cut your pizza into slices like a human being.
I tried with a knife. It didn't work. It just ruins the cheese and drags it everywhere.
Thank you, Jeremy. Jacob brought in someone that makes music. Women are leagues ahead in the music biz. Thank you for saying this. Not so much in audio engineering. It's a boys' club. Always will be. Audio engineering is hard. Yeah, we're not trying to get into that technical shit.
No, I'm trying to be like Paris Hilton, be the world's most famous DJ.
Thank you for the super sticker, Max Wilson. Is this woke stuff going to end? I hope so.
I hope so too, eventually. And one part of me wants it to, but then another part of me wants a little bit to stay just so we can keep making content.
Right.
know?
And it's never gonna just
if we don't have people to laugh at,
away.
make fun of, and woke people to make fun of, then like, what are we gonna do?
It's honestly gonna come down to it's just not gonna be profitable anymore. And it's gonna shift that way.
We're gonna have to go back to making racist jokes.
Yeah.
I know. Who's gonna be offended?
Is it gonna get to a point like, you know how we make fun of boomers? Is it gonna be like, okay, woke person, like, are we ever gonna get to a point where we can casually make fun of
okay wokey?
Yeah.
Okie wokey.
Okie wokey. You need that on a t-shirt. Okie wokey. There you go.
Opinionated news guy. Why in the blue hell is everyone talking about AIDS? Why not?
Because it's top G to have it now.
Many years without talking about AIDS. Like,
yeah, it's in fashion.
The whole early aughts. Matthew Chambers. I work second shift, so I like going to the gym after midnight because I have the gym all to myself. Good for you.
Nice.
Because that's probably like a time you're feeling not motivated. You're probably tired after work. Good for you, though. Good for you. Hunter Stevens. Chrissy. Chrissy's like if Barbie had a backbone so she could turn from left to right. Okay. Thank you.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow.
Simping. Hunter is my favorite simp right now. Dan Richardson. When will Ryan Stone be on? I just had him on. Oh, you mean SimpCast? Maybe soon. He would do well on this show. I think he might scrap with a few people. LJG. Can I beg to be unmuted by Brittler? Are you muted by Brittler?
Can you beg to be unmuted by me? You could.
You must have done something to deserve it. Wow,
I
Hunter
don't know.
again. Eyes, Arabesque, Eastern, Exotic, Chinese, Choice Voice, what? Wavish, Melodic, Cherry Veiled Fairy, Diamond Eyed Tigress, Can't Miss. Okay, this is getting. I'm concerned. Now I'm gonna put. You're on thin ice now, Hunter. You're on very thin ice. Oh my God, I got through them all. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Brazil had their own little January 6th. I'm very proud of them. Yeah.
On January 6th, or
they had it today, January 8th. They basically had a January 6th on January 8th.
Okay.
Biden slams thousands of Bolsonaro supporters who stormed Brazil's Congress in Brasilia in January 6th style attack. after refusing to accept new President Lula's victory in stolen election, which means United States President. This is Daily Mail, so they're always pretty honest about U.S. Biden condemned the protest because he's a fucking loser. Estimated 3,000 people stormed Brazil. It looked like way more than that. Stormed Brazil's Congress on Sunday in protest of left-wing President Lula's win. They believe President Lula's victory was stolen from right-wing Bolsonaro. Yeah, I believe that. Thousands of people broke into the building, smashing glass, setting off smoke flares. You know what's so exciting is that there is a Brazilian Q shaman. Like, there's basically a guy wearing the fucking horns.
Really?
Just like the I was so happy.
It's a parallel universe.
Wow.
I was like, yes. Let me show this guy. It's called? The Brazilian shaman. It's made me so happy. Let's
So
bring it
was it
up.
for the same reasons of like electoral reasons? For
Yes,
like,
they did not believe there was a fair election. Yeah, isn't that great?
That is epic.
And then I was like, we need one in every country. Like, I want to see
We
every
do.
country version of this.
Yes.
I saw the coolest thing. It was somebody's like, oh, I put each country into like an AI villain creator, and they did it for each country, and what came out was so cool. It was like USA villain, and the AI basically created like a Joker, like basically a MAGA Joker.
Yeah.
Crazy fangs and a fucking machine gun. I'm like, yes, USA.
Wow.
I want to find, maybe somebody in the chat can find that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they basically did it January 6th in Brazil. This doesn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't. Did they open the doors for them too?
Yeah, probably. Is this Pelosi's desk? Brazilian Pelosi? Oh, wow. Okay, is this like some sort of like gas bomb? Oh, wow. I don't see any security working.
No.
This is way more than 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Good for them.
Muita gente lá fora, pessoal.
Yes.
Não consigo conter o povo.
Good for them.
I wonder what they're saying.
They were going to blame Trump. They're going to be like, Trump started this. It was his idea. Yeah, I can't believe we're going to let Brazil out insurrection us like that.
Yeah, come on.
Double Hawk. I like being a nobody because no one is trying to cancel me. True.
Well, you know, high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Russell Hall. I don't know if Lula stole the election because Brazil is full of socialists and he was a populist president, but he is extremely corrupt.
I don't know anything about Brazil, like their politics.
Other than their waxes, me neither.
The only thing I know is that they say, "Hui hui 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 hui."
Oh yeah, they say "wait, wait, wait," or "ja ja 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 ja."
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas, I am here to simp for my favorite. Okay, come on, you're just saying that now, Andrew, because I was mad at you before. It's okay. Horned shaman's rule. Yes. Only if a based junta takes over. Only based if a junta. Is that woman?
How'd you know it was pronounced junta? I would pronounce it junta.
I briefly studied Spanish till college. Okay, I guess that's not brief, but yeah, they need a Brazilian Ray-Eps. But good for Brazil. Oh
How do
my
you guys
God.
feel about the language? Portuguese. Do you guys think it sounds nice?
It's pretty similar to Spanish.
It's like French and Spanish.
Never thought I'd die insurrecting side by side with a Brazilian. What about side by side with a friend? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
I love
wow.
that. I wonder if
That's
his ass is
great.
getting thrown in jail for 4 years too. Look at this.
They have a lot of
What's
mixed people too.
What's trending is grooming, free top G, vaccine death, invasion.
Do you guys know what was trending the other day? It was like Jewish laser something.
What?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I
Wow.
can find it. Jewish space laser. It was trending yesterday or the day before. I don't know why it was trending. Jewish space laser. That's what I woke up to.
Bolsonaro legalized running over carjackers. Oh, nice.
That was like a
Leah
video of.
sent you the link to the villain art. Oh, nice.
Here's a video on Twitter. Speaking of that kind of stuff, I gotta show you. This was so cool. This account is called Instant Karma, and they share like karma happening in real time. And so this one was like, whoa.
Ooh, okay, I want to show this. The artificial intelligence images of 41 countries as supervillains. This is so neat.
Yes, I want to see that.
Good old AI. Ooh, South Africa.
Wow, that one's awesome.
That's cool.
That's legit.
This is the US one. Isn't
I
that cool?
love it. That's amazing.
So us. It's
yes.
so us.
That's great.
Okay, let's scroll by. United Kingdom.
Oh, I
Ooh.
like that. The gas mask
Yeah.
is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Not as cool as ours though. Ours
No.
is pretty. That's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Because there's like you can tell there's a little bit of a V body going here.
Yep.
Like this motherfucker works out. China, yeah, just a crazy ass dragon, just blowing COVID all through the streets. and the fucking different variants too.
Yeah.
Russia, it's basically
Ooh.
a tiger in a tiger uniform. It's a tiger in a tiger costume.
Yeah, or is that a bear hood, I think?
Oh, right.
That is cool. I like it. All of these are so cool so far.
Yeah, they're very cool. Ukraine, isn't that fucking crazy?
Wow.
Foolish.
Wow.
But also
funny.
boobs.
He's got titties, yeah.
Yeah. He's got sweet titties that he bought with American money.
Yeah.
All those American taxpayer dollars. North Korea. Ooh.
Whoa.
Asian but hot. I like it.
I like that. That is cool.
That's cool. Australia.
Ooh,
Yes.
yes.
Whited out kangaroo.
Nice.
That's cool.
It's like
Thailand.
Tekken.
Ooh.
This is Tekken.
Yeah.
Cool. Damn. It's basically a UFC person.
Yeah.
It's Joe Rogan.
It is. With a trunk. Sweden. Oh my god. It's basically Thor.
It is. Yeah, it's Thor.
That's hot. Spain. Oh, it's a bull.
Okay.
With hair. And a cape. Very fancy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He just keeps running in circles because every time he sees the red cape, he's like, what? Scotland. Ooh, not what I expected.
It looks like
No,
Epsom.
that's really cool though. I like it.
A little gay for me.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It looks like
But
out of a
like
video.
sometimes those like real flamboyant villains are really cool though. Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite anime characters of all time. Just epic.
Or like Sesshomaru from Inuyasha.
He looks like he'll stab you in the butt with something.
Not
Here's
his
the thing
sword.
though. If they look like that though, like if they have the long hair thing going, type of
Yeah.
anime look, they have to have a deep voice or else you fuck
they
up the
do.
entire design.
Yeah.
True. It's got to balance out. Saudi Arabia. Yes. Dusty.
Oh, I love
evil.
that.
That's cool.
That's very cool. This reminds me of like a Salvador Dali painting or like aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Qatar. Just a guy from
Okay.
Qatar.
He looks like Moses.
Yeah. He's like, stop reading, women. Go back inside. Portugal. Ooh, looks like a pirate.
Oh, that is cool.
Peru. Ooh.
Oh, all
I like
right.
that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. Norway. Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Wow.
Jacked up. Hairy. Definitely beats his wife. New Zealand. Ooh.
Oh, that's scary.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Netherlands. Ooh, ghosty.
Okay.
Nepal. Ooh.
That one's spooky.
Yeah. Mexico. That's cool.
Okay. I like that.
Dia de los Muertos. Hola. Madagascar. It's basically a fox.
Yeah.
It's basically
little
like
red
what's
panda.
his face from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh yeah, Rocket.
The raccoon, yeah. Japan.
Ooh.
Such a dishonor. That's cool. Jamaica. Oh, that's cool.
That
This
looks
is
like
what
a World
happens
of
when you
Warcraft troll.
smoke
Yep.
too much weed. Italy. Oh, that's cool.
Wow. That is sick. I
That's
like
really
that
neat.
one.
He should be gesturing with his hand, like, hey.
Yeah.
Or like red wine in one hand and like cheese in the other. India, another elephant.
Okay.
Basically just a elephant covered in blood. Iceland, it's a fox.
Okay.
I think this should be more icy and snow covered.
Yeah.
I like the fox. It's pretty.
It's cute. Greenland. Oh, horned man.
Okay. A Yeti
Toy
type thing.
Monsters
Yeah.
Incorporated.
Yeah.
Greece. Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, daddy. No shirt. Definitely works out. Guatemala.
Okay.
Just a more dead version of the other one. Germany. Yeah. Oh my God. He's into kinky shit for sure. France. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is the best that France could do. Like, still looks like dresses like a fruit, but like, okay. Finland. Ooh, scary. Ecuador. It's just a goat. Or a llama. I don't know what that is. A llama with a lamp. I'm like the least scared of this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Egypt.
Ooh, Egypt is cool.
ah.
Basically, just Nasus in League
Yeah.
of Legends. There's
Yeah.
like that giant dog. Yeah.
Costa Rica.
That
Oh,
one
yeah,
looks like
jungle-y.
Maokai.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Chile. Just abs. Canada. Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
It's
This
like
looks
a
like
skinwalker.
Yeah, it's like a Scary Stories or like an R.L. Stein vibe. It should just be like Justin Trudeau's head with horns coming out. Even if it was just a regular picture of Justin
It should have just
Trudeau.
been Justin Trudeau and blackface.
Oh my God. Dell. Oh, that's cool. Rainforesty. I guess that's it. Oh, it's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Sometimes AI is good. Hunter.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Hunter's back. Chrissie's sweeter than Skittles, and no one causes Snickers like her. What does that even? Oh, okay. Okay.
Like
All right.
laughing.
You're still on thin ice, Hunter.
You need to get like a soundboard and get like a cricket.
I
noise.
know. I do. I need it. I need sounds. $5 to some Twitter communist furry uses the Madagascar one as their profile pic. Probably. Russell Hall. Forking Vikings are all furries. Maybe. Yeah, there wasn't Russia? I thought there was.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
Russia
yeah.
was.
You're
Russia
right.
was that tiger bear.
Yes. Okay, do you want me to show this real karma thing, Melonie?
Yeah, it was. I mean, if it didn't show like any blood or anything like that, so it should be fine.
Oh my God. Okay.
So this guy is there on the bike to rob this guy, right? And a good pedestrian.
Whoa!
Yes.
Wow.
How could he tell that quickly that he was trying to run?
Well,
someone
because they
over?
tried to rob him first. I read the backstory on it. So they basically, I don't know if they tried or they succeeded, but they robbed him first. And while he was driving down, he saw them doing it to someone else. And that's when he told the police he, quote, lost control of his car.
Oh my God.
Just
That's
sweet
great.
justice. Yeah, that guy's leg is
Yeah.
messed up. Look.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep. Holy cow. What a like a coincidental time to lose control of your car.
Yeah.
That's great. Good job.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Based. I'm saying based.
Yep.
That's a very dead spaghetti leg. Oh my God, y'all. This was so fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging. Thanks for banging with us. Wow. I think we're gonna have to clip that M&M's thing. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It sucks. And I like M&M's. And like now I'm less inclined to buy them because I think about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're making their sales worse. It's like, I don't know, because people actually go out of their way to buy it to be like, look, I'm pro women now.
Mm-hmm.
There will be some,
purple
no
M&M.
telling. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do that then. If I get called a TERF, because, you know, they like to use that as a slur, I'm going to like eat some purple M&Ms and be like, guys, look, I can't be a TERF. I'm eating purple M&Ms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Proof.
Okay, let's see. We all know what time it is. It's time for okay. I guess I should have started this earlier. I think I did that song last time. Yeah. You know, it's really like since doing these dance raves at the end, I've really learned that my dance moves are shit, and I can't dance. That's what I've learned. I dance like one of those like peanut butter jelly times. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Now wait. Wait, did we talk about our goals for this year yet? Or like things we want to do?
I want to read more and like have a routine. Any routine, like wake
Any
up,
routine?
anything, just holding a routine.
I mean,
I'm someone
waking up at 2 every day is a routine. It is a good routine.
As
I
long
woke
as
up 3 today.
Okay.
3? When do you normally wake up, Venti?
2,
Okay, when do you normally go to bed?
6, 7, 8.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're fully nocturnal. Wow.
What do you
Every
do,
time
like,
I break it just reverts.
So are you like gaming late, or are you just like
No, I'm just like I can't fall asleep.
Oh no.
Why don't you try what's your caffeine consumption like?
1 cup a day.
Okay, that's not that. Maybe try just waking up because you're not going to go to bed any earlier. So I would try waking up like an hour earlier every day.
Yeah, that might have to be the solution instead.
Yeah. Yeah, try to wake up at like 10.
There's the music. Stop for a second. I guess for me, my thing is I want to start streaming more again. Like, I took a huge break from streaming games a lot, and I want to get back into it this year.
What kind of games?
I want to kind of focus on like strategy games when we got Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem game dropping on the 20th, and then Tactics Ogre just came out, so they're all like very strategy based with units and all that, so I'm excited for those. Yeah. Tactics Ogre already dropped, but I'm excited to play it.
What time do you go to bed and wake up, Melonie?
I usually go to bed around anywhere between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. somewhere along that general area. And I usually sleep for like 7 hours.
Yeah. Did you guys know women have to sleep more than men?
Yes, we do.
Why? Because we're dumber?
We need more to power up with.
I believe that. I believe like I probably need more sleep certain times of the month.
I definitely need more sleep then, yeah.
Like there are some months where I'm not cranky at all, and I think it's directly related to how much I'm working out. But then there are some months that I'm like very bitchy and punchy, so it works its way out somewhere. Melatonin helps too. Venti, maybe start taking melatonin gummies or melatonin vitamins to help fall asleep.
I might have to. I was doing other alternatives, but I might have to do that. Because I had to take a Benadryl last night. I was like, it's 6 a.m. It's not happening. I'm just gonna take the Benadryl.
And Venti, start working your other goal. Like stop your screen time, whatever it is, like an hour. Or you want to go to sleep and just read. Like sit in your bed and read. Reading makes you fall asleep.
I did that last night and it was making me tired, but for some reason, I think I need to like do some like environmental adjustments. I think that's part of it.
Yeah, move your crystals around, light a candle, open the window. Yeah.
What about you, Chrissy? What are you focusing on?
Same thing about a routine.
Okay.
I think an ideal day for me would be like going to the gym like 7:30 in the morning, and then doing my morning show like starting at 10 every day. Matt G, thank you for the dollar. That would be great. Then I feel like,
wish I could just wake up at 10.
Already like, just set your fucking alarm, bitch, and do it tomorrow. Go to bed now. I don't know what time it is in Texas. 1 o'clock in New York. Well, go to bed now. What else do you have to do? Do you have to get anything up for tomorrow?
No, I just have to wash my face and go to bed.
Go to bed, wash your face. As soon as we're done, wash your face. Pick out a book and read till you fall asleep. Is that going to take an hour? No screen time. Put the phone away, charge it, put it on the other side of the room, put it in a different room. You'll probably fall asleep within an hour. And then try to wake up at like 10.
I'm going to try for it. I'm going to go for it.
Do it. Just go to bed. Just go to bed and be like, you know what? That's what I do is I want to train myself to be a morning person. I feel like getting more done. Like sometimes more productive in the morning, the daylight and shit. And it can reset your whole system, like getting outside, getting sunlight, touching the ground.
I need to ground. I haven't touched grass in so long. It's actually ridiculous. And I went for a walk and I was like, I felt like an addict. I was like, I need to touch the grass. Should I take my shoes off even though it just rained? I need to touch the trees.
Touch the grass. Touch the grass. Touch that grass. Touch that grass. Molest it. Touch it. Put your hand in the bucket. Yay! This is a great SimpCast. Everybody agrees. Brittany Venti, where can I follow you?
On YouTube, Brittany Venti, and my second channel, Saturday Supermodel. And my Twitter is Brittany Venti, where you will find that I'm trying to sell my camera. It's a Canon G7X Mark II. So it has all the things included, basically. And I'm selling it for like basically half the price that it's sold on Amazon. So if you guys are interested in buying that, it has pictures of my cat on it.
Getting sweaty. Taking the top.
All right, Chrissy.
Really smells. I'm sweating a lot. Okay. Melonie Mac, where can they follow you?
Yes, y'all can follow me on YouTube at Melonie Mac Go Boom. Also Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Melonie Mac.
Go boom. If you're not going boom, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Yes, we got Wet Spot tomorrow. I think Jessie Jane is going to be on the program. Yes, that's right. That Jessie Jane. And who else is going to be on? Gina Hyena, Steve Seitzig, Dan LaRocco, and then got a bunch of fun interviews lined up this week. I don't know them offhand because they're not in front of me. But I promise they're going to be fun. Kelly J. Keene. I'm going to interview her on Wednesday. And other things. This is great. This is fun, guys. Thank you for staying to the end. You guys from the VIP award. My lights stopped flashing. Oh, God. Hope you're not prone to seizures. Thank you for tuning into SimpCast. Guys, have an awesome week. Get it. Get your workout. Eat your meat. Take your vitamins. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Love you. Bye.